Hey, Gizmo.
Yeah, I'm still here.
So, do you remember when, do you remember, or when, and Sephiroth used to be, like, the only optional fight in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yes.
Well, we're about to end his whole career tonight.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
What, Kingdom Hearts, the stream?
Oh, yeah. One sec.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Pop out chat. Oh, hi, Alex and Ben. Where did you guys come from?
Hello.
From
From parts unknown.
Alex, do you have a stream all set up? What's so funny?
It's, I don't know, I just saw something funny on Twitter. I laughed.
Hold on a sec. I gotta edit a title. I gotta edit the title after this. It's supposed to be 24. Oh, wait. It is 23. Damn it. Alex, you were throwing me off today. I forgot you were gonna be doing more Sonic Adventure 2.
What? What did I throw you off with?
Fine. Gizmo, you don't need to worry about it. It's,
What?
Alex just wants to beat the game. And before he goes back to Kingdom Hearts 2. Can you post the link on the, Alex, can you post... Thank you. Okay, so last time on Kingdom Hearts, we ended up having to beat the crap out of a bunch of Organization 13 members, including Mansex. I know, the joke is...
Zemnis is
Yes.
his name, right?
Yes, it's Zemnis. We just call him Mansex
Okay.
because of the fact that you could just rearrange the letters in his name.
It's an anagram. Or in his case, an analgram.
Oof.
Doesn't help that Paul St. Peter has a very,
Luscious voice.
yeah. I'm just gonna use my phone to post most of the links on Discord. So Alex, your ultimate goal this week is just to finish Sonic Adventure 2?
Yes.
Well, good luck with that.
I should be able to get it done. Who the fuck knows?
Alex, you do realize that
That race is still going on?
Yes, I am pretty solidly in last place.
Yes, and Gizmo has actually beaten Tails as Eggman for the first time.
That's inhumane. You realize he's 8 years old, right?
Yes.
World 84 doesn't seem to care about his age. Why should I?
You want to go back and rephrase that?
I know what it said.
Gizmo, are you streaming tonight?
Yes.
Yep,
he's
I'm
streaming.
streaming.
He's streaming. He's
Send me your
streaming.
link.
He's
Oh,
already
it's on the
sent-
broadcast chat.
Oh, okay.
So Alex, why are you using the Sonic Adventure 2 battle intro?
Banana.
That's not an answer.
I know.
Mana mana. Mana mana. I'm charging my attack. So work was neat.
Oh yeah.
Anything interesting happen?
Well, some lady was being very rude to me when I had to tell her to drive up past the door, or where we take donation, and it's because she was trying to open it, and despite the traffic cones being there to prevent someone from scratching their car door.
Oh, those kind of people.
Idiots, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's bad when after I tell this to a donor, they're just like, ooh, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. It's bad enough and I've gotten people to agree with me on this. It's even worse being proven right on one of these occasions.
Hey Alex, are you streaming?
Yes, he's streaming.
Yes, I am streaming.
Alright, should we start the topics?
Yes. Just
Sure.
Get on with it.
I will say that I might be a little bit strange today.
Why?
Why?
You're a little high?
Funnily enough,
No.
What?
No, he's not high.
What's wrong with
but
it?
no, seriously, yes. I had to go to the dentist today, and I'm coming off of a combination of Oragel, Novocaine, and Valium.
So technically it is true.
So what you're saying is that you're fucked up.
He's all fucked
Not
up.
really, surprisingly enough. I'm surprised. Apparently I have a lot more immunity to anesthetic than I thought,
Which is odd. But
I
then
mean, it's
again,
not a good thing.
I mean, that's kind of something that goes on in my family. Okay, since my mom is notably immune to some anesthetics. No, we're not.
How about you, Al?
We're not going to Twilight Town. We're going to Radiant Garden.
Big fat beetle board.
Alright, let me start the first topic. Let's start with some politics.
Hold up though. Hey Alex, I found your temporary song. Hold on, let me
Is
play
it
it right now.
because it got high?
No, it's not that one.
Hi, fake Omega. Fake Gamma. Omega's not in this game yet.
Sorry, I had to lower the audio. I had to lower the audio input because I'm going over this. What the hell am I listening to? Gizmo, turn that down.
We're gonna get a copyright claim, buddy.
Yeah, don't.
All right, guys. We're about to sneak up and stab
Excuse me,
Sephiroth.
Gamma, while I twerk on you.
We're gonna sneak up on Sephiroth and kill him in the face.
I had to play it at least once.
Excuse me.
You being all fucked up.
Excuse me. Good-looking menacing sir, who is voiced by George Newbern and not Tyler Hecklin. And I'm going to need to ask you to vacate this premises because otherwise, I fear the tenant will have to come down here and remove you.
Beats me.
Well, at the very least, the Hollow Bastion music
By the
stopped.
way, you three. Who are you?
Well, I'm not sure we should tell you.
By the way,
Okay, I presume that pink means that it's here
Well,
somewhere, right?
that's
Oh, there
an
it is.
interesting sword you're carrying.
That's the Keyblade.
I see. So that's a keyblade. And I suppose you must be its
So what was the
chosen
topic?
wielder.
So what if I am?
I
Oh,
wonder
one
You
if
second.
playing
that
copyrighted
changes
music.
Nope, not anymore.
That's the topic. Oh, our YouTube channel has to be
Show
shut
me
down
your
because someone
strength.
decided to play copyrighted music, so thanks for that.
That's enough.
Oh, that quick time event. See, Birth by Sleep, this is how you program an optional boss.
Alright, I'm gonna start the next topic. You guys ready? First
Yeah,
topic.
please do.
So,
Ow.
it's Arizona, Arizona, right? Yeah, Arizona news. So, the
Scary.
Moje County Supervisor,
Give in to the dark.
was voting on approving the election today. He said, I found out today that I have no choice but to vote a yes, or I will be arrested and charged with felony. So he had to approve what was a very questionable election.
Oh, come
Because
on!
he would have been arrested if he didn't.
Interesting. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, totally not.
Well, that's the first time I got hit by Heartless Angel in this game.
Totally not a rigged election. Totally not. Totally no. Not that. Can't be.
He's sus, man.
Super sus. But at the very least, you can always pull up that clip and say it was rigged and make him be able to say anything else. Because what the fuck? You don't.
How long until they try and say that, yeah, how the Republicans rigged the election, Hillary should have won that one.
There's a new term that
They rigged it so that Biden would win.
there's a new term going around what they're calling Republicans. They're now being called retardicans.
Oh, no, I found the fucking shell key.
Not the best insult, but you know. Oh, excuse me. Oh god. Excuse me. I just had to try the new chocolate bang flavor.
Oh, I've tried that.
Yeah, a little weird. I give it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, a couple of cases that showed up at the dollar store near me, and I just didn't get it because, like, I had a couple and they're all right.
Yeah, they're
Not all I can say
alright,
for
but they're still good. It's just they're not that good to say that they're like a 9 or a 10. Especially since it's chocolate, you know. It's
I've never
one.
had chocolate soda. I have to admit.
Chocolate soda is something else, but chocolate energy drink, that's something else entirely. Like, it's one thing if you have, like, say, blue raspberry energy drink, cherry, or something like that, but like chocolate, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. At least it doesn't have like a lingering aftertaste, like it doesn't stay for long. Like, the moment you're done taking a sip, it goes away in seconds.
Anyways, should I start the next topic?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's enough.
Alright, so the next topic. Next time on Death Battle. So,
Nobody cares. Bring it on.
no, I'm not. No, I want to talk about this. The next time, you want to know what's next on Death Battle?
Or Death Battle?
Heartless angel.
No, you'd be surprised what the next one is, actually.
Gogeta versus Vegeta.
Oh, yeah, I saw that
Lame.
last night.
I think this is worth looking into, man. I mean, they never really did anything like this except for maybe 1 or 2 what-if scenarios, and Tenkaichi 2, I think.
Raging
Maybe
Blast
3?
2.
Yeah, Raging Blast did that too.
Fighters technically also did it, but that was 2 Gogetas, so...
Either way, it would be interesting to see which one is the final one, because let's be real.
Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, let's be real. When they actually did get into Vegeta or Gogeta, it was extremely circumstantial, and they were only able to survive long enough for fucking being.
End the combo, Sora!
Like Vegito, that was never supposed to happen. Them separated. Like they said specifically that they're stuck that way.
And then they retconned it in Super so that it's only an hour long for
Accept the
on
darkness.
gods.
Yeah, which is
fair,
kind of
that's not
bullshit.
really a retcon.
It
because
is.
No, because they never explained why the fusion ended during the Boo arc.
No,
never
they
explained
did.
it.
They said it was
No, they
inside of Boo.
No, it wasn't. They were speculating. That's never been actually confirmed.
That's enough.
Actually, I don't even think they said that in the manga. I think that was anime only.
Booyah! Killed Sephiroth.
Also, we have to bring up the Gogeta. We have to bring up the Gogeta
First
fusion.
try.
They said that it wears off in 30 minutes. I
How'd you
think
like that?
they only ever
I
did
admit you're
Gogeta
very skilled.
once the
But
entire
apparently
time.
Cloud is the only one.
It was a non-canon
eliminate me.
in anime movie,
Yeah,
and then they
it was
made
the
it canon.
Janemba movie. They
Tell
only did
Cloud
that
to come
once
here.
when they faced Janemba, and I
Tell him
think they only
Sephiroth
did
is
it
looking
once
to
when they
settle
faced
things.
Broly.
and Super. Yeah, they only did it like twice in total, and one of them was like a non-canon movie.
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta go find Cloud.
I think
Because-
what was it? Gotenks had more time. I think Gotenks was the one who did the fusion, had that more appearances than any other fusion.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Yep,
because that
you're
ended up
correct.
just being Goten and Trunks' gimmick after they learned the fusion technique.
Yeah, well,
It's
until Super,
honest-
where they stopped using it for a while. I mean, they did use it against Poppy Vegeta, but and Beerus too.
There we fucking go.
Yeah, and
I'd like
But
to
yeah,
see the
I
fusion
wanted to
dance
mention-
more.
But yeah, I wanted to mention something interesting about this because it's interesting because this episode's not coming out in 2 weeks. It's coming out in 4 weeks.
yawn.
Well, that's something big. It's a big
That's
deal.
really good.
It
That's
really is a big
really,
deal
really good.
because it really is a big deal because if you think about it, that means they're putting a lot more care into this than most other episodes, and that's a
Mhm.
good thing, not a bad thing. Not even like, oh well, this says a lot about their quality. Like no, that's just it says something because these are two in-universe characters that you would never have seen face each other in any circumstances. Like, what ifs be damned? There's no way they'll do this in any canon fight whatsoever.
Mhm.
Whether it be heroes, a movie, or even some like time travel shenanigans. If they'll ever even do that
Shenanigans.
in Dragon Ball ever again, without it being like, oh, it's only me, Trunks. I'm from an alternate timeline.
But yeah,
So this will be
it's
interesting
really
to see.
exciting. The only ever time they break the 2-week rule, which they've been doing since season 3, I believe, was with Power Rangers versus Voltron, and that was because Ben didn't want Torian to crunch on it and want to lessen his workload, which is why episodes like Scout versus Tracer got shortened because they didn't want to overwork him to death. So this is the first time in like what 6-7 years since they've actually broken that rule. And that's really exciting. Another interesting thing, and this is from what I've heard from people who have heard about the development of this episode, is that they're going to do composite versions, similar to Godzilla vs. Gamera. So they're looking at every single source. You got Z,
Did you
GT,
give
the
him my
games, the
message?
movies, Super,
Maybe.
Heroes, and so
Sorry
on
to
and
keep
so
you,
forth.
Sephiroth.
So they're using all versions to figure out the definite answer of who is
Cloud.
the best fusion.
Ooh,
You'll
gotta have.
never let go of the
That's
darkness.
really exciting.
Shut
What
up.
do you think about that, RGS? I'm not Gizmo. I'm sorry.
No, I
You'll
concur. I
never
mean,
let
like
go of your
composite, I
past.
think is a good idea considering, literally there's more than enough info for these guys to go off of, and essentially these are still the same characters anyway.
I mean,
Vegeta
yeah.
and Goku are still the same, whether you look at the GT, Z, or Super, or even Kai.
You can call it a silly matchup because of that, because they are technically the same, just not by name.
Absurd.
But, I mean,
Defeating
it's
me
still
is
fun.
meaningless.
It's still fun, yeah, but I really wouldn't
know
call it
that more than
silly
anyone, Cloud.
in terms of death battle
No
standards.
matter
Because
how
whenever
many
they do a
times I
silly
fall,
matchup, it's always like
Your darkness
either
keeps
like a
calling me
joke,
back.
it's either like a joke matchup or it's a
Run.
matchup with two characters that
How can I?
still
wanna help you.
have potential, but not really, if you know what I mean.
You can't.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You'll
Herschel and
never let
Dan
go
have
of the
potential to
darkness.
become great
He
warriors,
doesn't
but not
have to.
really
He
because,
just
you know,
needs someone
comedy's
to
sake.
surround him with light.
Oh, speaking of death battle,
The
okay,
darkness
Torian
will be there,
just tweeted
Sephiroth.
something very interesting
place
about
you
Rooster
can't
Teeth.
reach.
I'm gonna read this.
Is that right?
Rooster Teeth labeling
Let's
animators
see
and
what
tech
this
who built
light of
their
yours
entire
can
animation
do.
department and contributed to its success over 10 plus years.
No!
Contractors and letting their contracts expire is just crazy to me. Went from C Ruby to
Look
to
out!
be just contractors overnight, which is fucked up. So I guess
You can
Rooster
have
Teeth
my
just
light.
The light
Yeah,
doesn't
they
see.
called
their
the,
animation.
they called their
Rooster Teeth is Rooster
they
Teeth
called their
going to
animation
WWE?
department
Don't know.
Ruby.
What?
From what I'm understanding, it seems that
Stop.
Rooster Teeth had basically just labeled all their animators as quote unquote contractors and let many of them go.
This is some WWE shit, man. It doesn't work that way when it comes to
No,
like,
it does not.
Huh?
it
That
does
I don't
not
really,
work that way.
I don't think that's supposed to work.
I always just assumed
Where'd they
Boo
go?
digested the Batar magic.
Do you think
Yeah.
they made it back to their own world?
They went somewhere else.
But yeah, that's
Cloud went to fight a great.
I'd have to
That's
look
really
and see.
interesting.
I'd have to
darkness
look and
inside
see.
it.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited
Gone
to do
again.
Death Battle. The fact that it's
What
been
will you do
delayed,
now?
or not delayed, but you know they're giving it extra time is really
Guess
exciting.
I'll keep looking.
It's really
Got
significant
any leads?
that they're actually doing
Don't
that,
worry.
and the fact that they're using composite
Light is
versions.
easy
That's
to
like
find.
they haven't done true composites
go.
since I
Here,
believe
this is for
Godzilla
helping
vs.
me out.
Gamera. Like
But
true
when
composite,
did
not
we
like
know?
semi or something like that.
Ah!
What happened?
What was that?
I fell.
Here's another question: is it going to be 2D or is it going to be 3D?
Oh, and
Like,
now
we-
I
we-
have
we
Fenrir.
both know it's not gonna- we both know it's not going to be live action. Like, ha ha ha, yeah, sure. But
Oh, that reminds me. It's going to be 3D animated.
Yeah, I
Okay,
figured.
cool.
Chatwin
I
plays
think-
both of them.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
Yeah,
Ah.
I figure it's gonna be 3D animated, because otherwise, how else are we gonna be able to, you know?
I mean, people have. I asked because people have made sprites for both of these. For Vegeta and Gogeta, I mean. You know, and like they're not. They're either hard to find or they're just not in the best quality. Like they're really very obscure edits of Goku or Vegeta, that kind of thing. And with the 3D animation, I'm really worried because DBZ is not. DBZ fights are not slow, like in the least. They're not. They might have moments. They might have slow moments, like let's say they're out of key or low on key, and they just decide to slug it out with heavy blows. But Vegeta and Gogeta are like on another level.
Beyond this door is the beginning of the end of your journey. Are you prepared for what lies ahead? I need a moment to calm down.
All right, Gogeta. They also did the fusion dance with in Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, but reminder, that's
I-
GT.
Yeah, whatever, man. They had some good moments. Bite me.
No, GT has some good moments. I know that's we can't deny that.
And Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was awesome.
Yeah. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 was based. Also, I just realized this is. I realized earlier, but this is going to be the first Death Battle episode to genuinely have Super Saiyan 4 since Goku versus Superman.
Right.
That's so exciting. I love Super Saiyan 4. Ah!
I really hope they do justice to Super Saiyan 4 because too
Man,
many
they did
people have been.
Goku and Goku versus Superman. That was one of the best transformations in the series.
It is, but I'm really sick of people dogging on GT and forgetting about like Super Saiyan 4 or just dogging on Super Saiyan 4 just because, oh, he's got pink fur. No, that's not pink, and just because he's got fur, you're gonna dog on him? It's sort of like how people were dogging on the Z fighters for even attempting to fight Nappa and Vegeta. It's like, okay, they're still some of the strongest characters. I don't know why you're dogging on these characters. Yamcha almost, beat the shit out of Goku. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, back in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but that's still a worthy feat. If Yamcha was almost able to defeat Goku at at just base level kid form, that tells you something. That tells you how powerful Yamcha probably still is
ready,
too.
Xemnas. It all ends here.
The only real win that Yamcha got in the anime in Z was against
I got
Raccoon.
the jet engine.
Everybody standing.
Again?
The only real win that Yamcha had in Z, which was given to him in the anime, and that was against Raccoon.
Perhaps it doesn't pay to be too loyal to one's heart.
Yamcha fought Raccoon?
Yeah, on King Kai's planet.
I will have to be sure and remember
in Otherworld.
Yeah, and this was anime only filler. And Xemnas' final boss, and all the phases of Xemnas' final boss theme slaps.
We can take him on our own.
Of course, Mickey and Kyrie aren't involved in this battle. No mouses or girls allowed.
Oh, get ready, bitches! I'm gonna buy DC next!
Let's go.
Oh.
Before we go to the next topic, I just want to mention, I'm not talking about you, Kevin. Death Battle haters on Twitter are some of the pettiest fucking people. Oh my god!
What is it now?
Just to give you an example, when the new Deco episode was announced, the one with the Black Clover character.
Asta.
A lot of those haters were saying that they were going to do favoritism and say that they're gonna overplay Deku and downplay the other character.
Asta.
And I shit you not, as soon as the episode comes out and he wins, that same side starts claiming that they overplayed the Black Clover character and that he wasn't country level, even though they also said he was country level before the episode came out.
Dumbasses.
My issues with that battle were mostly just it. Even as a My Hero Academia fan and not a fan of Black Clover, even I felt that battle was kind of predictable, and the animation was kind of underwhelming.
I liked it. I honestly liked it.
You like Ben?
But
do I have to remind you of your standards?
You mean with Chuck Norris being at the top?
Look, that was legendary.
That means you're
No,
No,
that's not what I mean.
You're just baiting at this point, Alex.
I know.
That Shadow was the best one.
Big.
But yeah, what was I gonna? Okay, we'll talk about that episode when we get to it on the wheel.
That'll be
I'm looking
next
at it back,
Friday.
it's the There's a bit too much jankiness, but I still liked it. Also, that cameo at the end. Don't spoil it for Alex.
It felt a bit too lacking in terms of impact.
Personally, I do agree with that though. It was kind of funny.
That
Didn't care for
honestly, if this were actually more in character, Asta would not just be petty about what's Detroit. Wait, they literally run that joke to the goddamn ground with that. And Deku kept repeatedly saying Detroit spat, Detroit smash, Detroit smash at Ash as he's swinging an Asta around. And I'm just...
that Deku was
I know.
done that.
I know that's in the manga, but it's like...
That was a joke?
Oh, Oh my
Yeah,
God,
they made it a
Stuff for the kangaroo
yes,
getting
they
involved?
yes, they made a Deku going to town on Shigaraki into a joke. In that battle. Yes, they did.
I didn't feel like it was a joke. I don't see it.
I don't see it either. It was more of a direct.
Ben,
No.
Ben, just because it's a manga reference, the way that Asta, then why did Asta be like, "What's Detroit?" And then as he keeps hearing, he's like I don't care about Detroit.
Joke, but not the attacks themselves.
No, the
joke, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
a joke, not
it
the
wasn't.
scene.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that
they've
is
done
literally Asta's whole reason for why he ends up wanting to kill Deku. Oh, unlike.
It's that's how they're supposed to kill each
And I
other.
just stabbed Xemnas in the dick while he was on the can.
I just don't see the entire scene.
Come on, man. I didn't see that as a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, anime and manga have done that before too. You know.
Yeah,
Detroit
but
Smash,
Asta.
Detroit Smash. Dude, there was a point in Dragon Ball Z when Gohan did practically the same thing when the Boo's egg was immersed. He went Kamehameha full on, and then he went Kamehameha again. And
No.
then
No.
he started saying, like, a fast pace, like,
Xemnas.
Kamehameha.
No.
There's more to a heart than just anger.
No,
or
that's
hate.
not what I
It's
mean.
full of all kinds of feelings.
That is not what I
Don't you
mean,
remember?
Gizmo.
Just saying that they've done it before in
I know.
in
I
anime,
know.
in their own anime. So
I
don't
know
what the
they've
deal
done.
is there.
No, the deal is that they literally run on the whole Asta like, what's Detroit thing for a little too long, on to the point where, or he just comments on. He's just like, yeah, Detroit this or whatever, or when he just uncharacteristically kills Deku in the lamest way possible.
You're coming back with us, right?
Like,
I had
seriously,
given
I
into the
don't
darkness.
imagine him using his
Riku,
telekinetic
How
abilities
am I
with
gonna
his
face
swords,
everyone?
like this.
or to just mundane, in such a mundane way. I imagine if he were going to kill old Deku, he would have done it a bit more spectacularly, or even better. Just let
I'll
Deku
open a path.
fall to the ground, and it just be like, so same
You
time
don't
next
belong to
Monday,
Dark
all right,
Realm
same
anymore,
time next
Riku.
month. Deku would be like, yeah, sure, why not?
Eh.
No.
I still think
Look,
that was lame.
I get that it's a, I get that this is a death battle, but honestly, I don't imagine these two
I'm
really
not
wanting
sure.
to kill each
But we
other.
better hurry and get through.
I mean,
Well, it's the rules. Even if they don't, they still have to. It's death.
That's-
one of them has to die, which means it has to be kind of out of character. to make
Even
that
if
work.
even if it is against the character, the reason for having it just being to the death is to show their full potential.
Yes.
And plus, the voice
Thank you.
acting really didn't do
Nominate.
any favors
Sure.
for me.
Admittedly, Deku's
See,
voice is a
we meet
bit
again.
off. but I
Deku's
thought
voice
the other guy
is
was
his-
fine.
Just a
Deku's
bit.
voice is a bit off,
said
and so
we'd
is
meet again.
Asta's.
But when
I don't
we
know
did,
much about Asta,
we might not
so I
recognize
can't
each
really
other.
comment on it. I thought he was fine.
I
but
only
again,
s-
I've never heard his English
but I
voice,
knew you.
You should.
so I can't really comment on it.
Strange.
Dallas Reed
I
is
think I
objectively
understand.
better than the Japanese voice due to the
I
fact
see
that the
myself
Japanese
the way
voice
you
sounds too
remember
much like
me.
a car engine revving.
And you see
Oh my
yourself the way I remember you.
You should have.
I always thought nobody
But you and I did it.
Okay.
We got to meet him.
Anyways,
That's a good
let's-
way to end- I think that's a good way
Yes.
to end the topic.
We can be together
Anyway,
again.
let's move on to an actual
Right.
whole topic that isn't about
Anytime
out
Sora
a
and
show
Kyrie
that
are
I have
together.
long since fallen out of favor
We'll
with.
be together every day. Right, Sora?
Okay. According to Reuters, Serbia has approved the Activision Blizzard accusation. The site also reports that Microsoft is likely to offer a 10-year Call of Duty licensing deal to Sony very soon. Such remedies could shorten the regulatory process.
In other news, the water is
Look
blue
sharp.
and sky is blue. Nazi's eyes are blue. Blonde's eyes are blue.
Water. The ocean is
Huh?
blue and the
Don't
sky
worry.
is wet.
You're all still you.
What?
Like
But yeah,
Activision
this
has
is not
Activision's
surprising.
making Call of Duty.
let's go
Okay.
Riku, Come on.
But
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I mean, this was
Oreos are
kind of
chocolate.
expected.
We're all gonna
does
go
bother me,
home
though, is
now.
that they're
Oh.
offering a new deal to Sony, and I get it, it makes money, but tell Sony to fuck off,
What?
please. They don't deserve a fucking dime from this franchise.
Sony should
Genuinely.
just stop at this point.
Well,
You
suddenly.
know, at this point, they should get a new boss. They've already look.
Yep.
I get they made sales, but compared to the Switch, compared to the PC,
Oh dear.
you know, people keep wanting to bring up, oh, that's underpowered hardware, and they've released some bad games. Okay, but do you really think people are going to keep supporting Sony as long as they not only keep supply and demand low for the PS5, but keep on supporting censorship, as well as treating the customers like dumbasses, as well as treating the Japanese market like garbage?
Oh, where'd this come from?
What?
Oh, I'm just commenting on the hovercraft that on the flying vehicle that we're gonna use to kick Xemnas' ass.
But
because Ben, and we're on phase 2 of this final boss fight. Which, by the way, yes, Ben, I have Ultima Weapon, so that makes this more epic.
I stand by that.
Don't have anything else to add to that, honestly.
Not really.
Yeah, it's just like Activision's making new Call of Duties. Okay, and Oreos are chocolate.
Alright, I don't know much about this, but I'm just going to read this title.
I'm just gonna.
What are you doing to me, Gabe?
Vice's video. Vice's video on quote unquote inside the pedophilic manga industry in Japan. So I know a little about this.
Mega Laser!
I've seen it. It's
Vice hit piece on Japan and its manga industries for their quote unquote child.
Yeah. And before we go on much, I'm gonna have to say, before we go on much, I gotta say, last time somebody did something like this, it was CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are also the same website.
So I got into this, and when I first found this, at first it was a balance ratio, 4K like 5K to
Sorry.
And just so you know, the only reason I know about this is because I have the web app called Return YouTube Dislike, so that's why I was able to know what the likes and dislikes is.
Install that.
Yeah, but I plan to leave it installed. So
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody watching at home.
right. I looked into it more. The comments are disabled, and they not because like, oh, this might have accidentally been labeled as kid friendly. No, they themselves have disabled comments, so nobody can say anything about it. No criticism, no insults, no roasting, nothing. Not even support. And not only that, they have manually made the video become unavailable for viewing in Japan.
Not even that. I think they removed the video outright, or at the very least privated it.
Let me see.
Because I can't find it anymore.
I posted this up. Somewhere. Let me see if I can still activate it. Let me see if I can still get there.
In this video, in order to prove their point, they interviewed a pedophile in Japan who admitted that he was attracted to children before he even saw the manga porn.
That's
whatever.
stupid.
Really stretching.
That doesn't help your point.
You know, just like sorry, my throat is fucked up right now. Just like the CNN piece, they, in order to prove their point, they used just like completely innocent pictures of manga that's not even pornographic in nature.
Okay, so they haven't deleted the video. It's on, and just so you know, it's on the YouTube channel Vice News.
Yeah,
Like,
not the actual main Vice
not the
channel.
actual Vice channel, but like it's on one of their side channels. It's called it's called Vice News, and it's still called Inside the Pedophilic Manga Industry in Japan. Hashtags are news and Vice News, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the ratio is worse now. 15K likes, 36K dislikes.
Hey, Riku?
I had an extra
I wanted to
dislike
thank
that.
Nominate.
Yeah,
36K
I couldn't bring
dislikes.
myself
They
to
only
say
had
it.
a 1,000
Not until
K
everything was back to the way
K
it was
rise in
before.
likes, and they had a 10,000 K
We'll
rate
make that happen.
rise in
Once
dislikes.
this is over, you can thank her all you
They
want.
still kept this
Yeah.
video up. This isn't hidden. This isn't like unlisted. This is for everybody to see. I'm gonna post this up on news and topics, right there. It's still public for anyone to see unless you're in Japan. I downloaded a copy just in case they decide to
Yeah, because Japan, fuck Japan. Japan only wants to, fuck themselves and not have anybody interfere with what the fuck they're doing.
Here's what's
There.
Here's what's funny in the interview. In the interview she was doing, basically almost everybody that she interviewed was saying there's nothing wrong with this is fiction, law shouldn't be involved. But she kept on playing it up as if they were getting real kids involved. Like she interviewed a grown woman saying, "Oh yeah, I like this stuff. It relaxes me after I get off work." And the anime that they're trying to reference was a cutout of all the female characters from the Dragon Maid anime, and they were
Dragon Maid.
And there was
Dragon Maid is a safe for work show.
But here's what's funny though: there was specifically a cutout of all the female characters in swimwear, and they made sure to do a close up on the little one, on the the little girl.
Yeah,
I forgot what her name was.
The one with the rhyme, ravioli, ravioli, don't lose the
The one where that.
I don't watch Mr. Wayashi's Dragon Maid, so I have no idea who any of these characters are.
It's the little one with the purple hair. Literally the only one with purple hair in the group.
Yeah.
It's like they made sure to specifically do a close up on her. I'm like, wait, what? Why are you doing a close up on her?
Okay, so if there's something so wrong with this, why are you guys doing close-ups on this? Oh yeah, and by the way, okay, there was a bunch of just like with the CNN story from a few years ago, they blurred out images of characters that were completely clothed.
Right.
Just to try and make it look worse. Now the CNN story I do believe is a bit more egregious because they literally blurred out, like, I think it was a picture of
once more I stabbed Xemnas in the dick while he was taking a dump.
Wait, you just say Super Saiyan Goku?
Yes, but that was in the CNN story from like a decade ago now, so...
Well,
here's what makes it funnier on this one though. They censored almost everything when they decided to go into a manga shop and go to the porn section. Now, here's why I say it's funny. Here's why I say it's funny. They admitted to asking the owners, "Can we record inside?" They all said no. So what they did, they put on a hidden camera in their jacket.
And did it anyways, yeah, that's
Light and darkness are eternal.
that's illegal.
Nothing
Here's
probably
the
goes
thing
on
about
forever
that
too.
though. What makes it worse?
But guess what?
If you go to
That doesn't
any
mean you're eternal.
if you go to any used store, whether it be a record store, half-price books, or whatever, they have a clear section. They have a section that's clearly for people 18 or over. Whether it be
Oh, by the way, Final
sign.
Xemnas. Triangle is your best friend in this boss fight.
Alright, I was gonna say something. I don't remember. Before that, or should we go to the next
Yes,
one?
I was trying to.
Alright.
So there's a clear sign that so whenever you go to any used store, half-price books, record store, whatever, there's always a clear sign that the area you're going into, or certain things that are on display, you can only buy them if you're 18 or older, or the material itself is adult content, whether it be, and when they say this or show this, they mostly mean porn, whether it be books, comics, posters, you name it. When you go to a Japanese manga and anime store, they have an entire section basically closed off to the public. And I don't mean closed off as in like, oh, they lock it under a lock and key, you can only go there with permission. No. What I mean is, it's obvious that it's 18 or older because it's an entire section closed off for anybody to see with the naked eye. Like, you don't just automatically see the adult section when you
There's a
walk
video
in.
store in town that has the same thing. It's got like a big wall in the section. You can't see in from the outside. You have to like go past the counter to get there, and the guy at the desk can see anybody who does. So he asks, give me your ID. Okay, you can go back.
So she plays it up as if almost anybody is allowed in there. And she plays it up as if it's for the public to see. And she's literally censoring everybody, including the people in there, which is a good idea. Because, you know, you don't want people to bitch that you caught them on camera without the permission in the first place, especially in a porn section.
Especially when you're considering, when you're trying to paint everybody who goes into that specific section with a pedo.
Well, people who work in the anime and the manga industry as pedos. She decides to buy one, specifically one where not only is a little girl getting raped by an old man, but the girl herself is seen as perverted. So, she could have gotten anything. She could have gotten just rape. She could have gotten just one where it has a little girl being, you know, involved. She decided yeah, she could. And here's what's funny about this. She didn't do, because she doesn't know shit about anime or manga, she decides to go for one that has the little girl as the pervert. Because when she showed it to the person who made it, she says, "Oh yeah, it's about rape, it's in BDSM, but it's."
Oh no! Here we go. Time to button mash like crazy.
He says that it's the girl who's perverted, and it's right there where you know that the girl didn't do any research whatsoever. It's clear that she didn't know anything about what she's looking into, and she's only doing this for clout. The guy who made it is right fucking there. He's right there. He said he made it. Why was he digging that grave when there's already a guy right there with the ladder saying, it's no big deal, it's all fiction.
I'm gonna pull up that clip of Ben Affleck saying, please remember these are fictional characters.
You should look up one of the guy who played as Commander Riker in Star Trek saying, it's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. Because...
Yeah, I know, but this is... I like the Ben Affleck quote better because I feel like that's more apropos at this point.
Yeah. So, I think she, oh man, what was that? She goes up to like a... She brings it up with someone that's involved in Japanese politics, and he says, oh yeah, we banned all child pornography in Japan, it's illegal, you know, yada yada. And then she pulls out the lolicon hentai as if there was a gotcha moment. Like, oh well, here's evidence. And she's like, oh, why would you...
he's just like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, she's like, why are you bringing this up?
That's not illegal.
Yeah, it's like, oh, but this is illustrated, it has pedophilia. It's like, okay, but... This is protected under the Free Speech Act because this is fictional material.
There's no people in here.
There are, but these are drawn and made up.
Sure of that.
That's what you're getting at. Yeah, and then
that's the point. They're not people. They're lines on a page.
Yep.
And then she goes to like some feminist activist. She's like, "Oh yeah, this stuff is dangerous. It could get people to actually try it out." And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Can I please refer you to Japan's sex crime rate?
It's not over.
Much lower than
not.
Almost everywhere else in the world.
Yep.
Much lower than here. Much lower in Canada. Much lower than Mexico.
Can you say
much
that?
lower than fucking...
Even if we could go on.
India.
Look where we are. Aw, come on,
Oh, we're stuck in the void,
You've been
Alex.
hanging out in darkness too long.
X-Death is
You
waiting
gotta
for
try and think
us.
positive.
It's like, and what's so after all that, someone decided to
Sora?
look more into Vice News, as well
You
as the
lead.
person who
Got it.
did this subject specifically, and
You
there
know,
was one article.
I always
Well,
figured I was better at
this
stuff
is the
than
same girl who defended
Really?
cuties.
Are you mad?
Just so you know,
No.
and it had real kids in it,
I kinda always
doing real
thought you were better
twerking,
at everything,
doing
too.
real revealing shit. She's also the same girl that
Riku,
that went up to
look,
a
What's that like?
sex offender, like convicted pedophile, and wrote down on the blog that that same pedophile wants lolly manga and anime outright banned.
End of the road.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That means we need to make sure that it's not.
This is the
Can we talk
equivalent
about
of hearing a.
does
This is
this
the
movie
equivalent of
have-
hearing. This is the
I can
equivalent of hearing a serial killer saying, "I want all guns banned."
Oh, you mean
I
like
want
that
Grand
episode?
Theft Auto ban.
Wait, that's
yeah,
an episode from the Simpsons. That's a plot from the Simpsons. That's
This is the
literally.
equivalent of hearing a serial killer saying, "Oh, I want all guns banned." But dude, you were the one who walked
Maybe
into
the
the mall
darkness has
with that
gotten me, too.
AR-15 and shot everybody in sight. Yeah, but I want all guns banned
Riku!
though, dude. You went in and held a girl at gunpoint and shot her in the head. Yeah, but I want all guns banned. Either this is the equivalent of that.
This world is perfect for me.
Hey,
If this is what the world really
Gizmo,
is,
Yeah.
you
Just
just
this?
described the plot of
then maybe
Arrow,
I should
Spectre
fade
of the
back
Gun.
into darkness.
Yep.
Riku.
Arrow Spectre of the Gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
What is-
If the world
he
What is that?
not only
light and
described that plot,
darkness,
but the plot of an episode of The Simpsons where Billy the
we'll be
Kid
darkness.
it ends up taking over Springfield just because Lisa acted on the wish of wanting all guns banned.
The other side.
Guys,
The realm of light
the
is
Board
safe
of
yeah.
Elections in
Kyrie, the
Luzerne
King, and the
County,
others are there.
Pennsylvania votes against
That's what I mean.
certifying its election results.
Hey, Sora,
Okay.
could you help me?
That's
Oh,
pretty
Not
significant.
sure what
I
that.
want to get down
Not
to
sure
the
what
water.
that matters now, but
Well, it prevents it from being certified, so that's gotta be interesting.
that's not for the presidential election, is it?
No, it's for 2022.
Okay, that might
Sora-
actually make a difference.
Sorry, you
least
keep
the
tugging
waves
on
sound the
Riku's
same.
belt like that. You might give him a wedgie.
Maybe that's what he's after.
Oh God, there's already enough of there's
What I
already
said
enough
at
hoy
first
there's already enough hoye between
about
these two.
Thinking I was better
Oh,
at
made
stuff
by
than
the
you?
shippers.
To tell you the truth,
Even though Sora's
Sora,
insisted on wanting
I was
Kyrie.
jealous of you.
Let's move on because I've already said what
Yes,
needs to be
move
said.
on.
I wished I could
I've
live
already
life
said
the
what
way
needs to
you
be said.
do,
Let's keep going.
Yep.
just following my heart.
Yeah, well, I've got my share of problems too.
Like what?
Anyways, let's go on to
Like
the next
wanting to be
topic. Let me
like
get
you.
my list back.
Hmm.
Okay, this one's really funny to me.
Huh?
I love this one.
There is
Oh,
one
you
advantage to
get
being me.
loaded. James Cameron says
Something
Avatar,
you can never
The Way
imitate.
of the Water has to become the third
Really?
or fourth
What's
highest
that?
grossing film
Having you for
ever
a friend.
to be profitable, which means
Then
it
I
has to
guess
make over $2
I'm
billion
okay the way I am.
before it can make
I've
any
got something you
profits.
could never imitate too.
He informed the studio that the film represented the worst business case in movie history. And when asked about how expensive the budget is, he said it's very fucking big.
I can imagine.
I feel like this is James Cameron robbing Disney blind. There's no way this movie's going to make that much.
No.
It's
No.
going to.
Nope.
It's going
don't
to, I'm
know.
sure, but
It's
Not in the
projected
way
to
he
do
imagines.
as well.
Hey,
Here's
it's
what
that
it's
message from message in a bottle from the first session.
here's
It's
what I'm thinking.
projected.
He's probably,
Hang on.
Time in a bottle.
It's
Here's
projected.
what I'm
Hang on.
thinking,
It's
he's probably
projected. Hang
going-
on. It's projected to make as much as
Sora?
Black Panther, Wakanda
I think
Forever,
it's for you.
but not much.
Black Panther, Wakanda occasionally.
Yeah.
Wakanda maybe.
Wakanda, kinda.
Yeah. But
Looking
yeah,
at you
how the
wherever you
fuck?
are.
How did
pray for our
Disney
sorrows
agree
to
to
end.
this?
Well, they didn't. Fox
Hearts
did.
will blend. Now I will step forward to realize
You're
this
right.
wish.
Disney's probably just looking at like,
And who
why the fuck
knows?
did you improve this? Because
Starting
why
a new
not?
journey may not be
Also,
so
fuck
hard.
you for buying us. We're gonna do whatever we
Or
want.
maybe
Fuck
it's
you,
okay.
Disney. Another reason I have not been able to say no is because it's James fucking Cameron. Like, this movie's going to
Yeah.
be good. I'm not knocking on it for, you know, like the
Yeah,
huge
I'm sorry.
budget.
I
It's going
have
to
to.
be a good
I'm
movie.
sorry. I have to mute the audio input, but we're gonna be getting some copyrighted music on my end, folks. But it's not gonna be recorded it on my mic.
Yeah.
So we get drunk. So
But yeah,
we don't sleep.
But the funny thing is that if this movie doesn't make that much,
And meanwhile,
3 and 4
Aqua
are
is
probably
still
gonna come out.
wandering the
3
realm
and
of
4
dankness.
3 and 4 are probably going to still be made because those are already filming. I'm pretty sure they finished filming 3 actually.
Yep.
So, if the films bomb, if they don't make like 2 billion each, Disney could likely lose $6 billion.
Ooh.
They need to lose something.
Yep.
Bastards. Disney needs to learn a lesson.
Oh,
The
speaking
motherfuckers.
of, oh, that reminds me, Strange Worlds lost about $165 million at the box office.
Yep.
You want to know what that means? Treasure Planet is no longer the worst performing Disney movie ever.
Oh,
Yay,
Good.
it's free.
Treasure Planet deserved better.
It did,
Yeah, if you do the
man.
math, for Treasure Planet, including inflation, it did better than Strange Worlds on its first weekend.
They did
Just
Treasure Planet
brutal.
dirty, man. They did Treasure
Yeah, they
Planet
did
dirty.
Strange Worlds really dirty, which is really funny. We're gonna go to Strange Worlds for a second. That film, apparently, from what I've heard from people who've seen it, actually does have good LGBT representation. And it's funny how Disney did no marketing for it, but will force like the other shoehorn LGBT stuff in other movies instead of promoting like good actual stuff.
Disney keeps on making this a big deal when it comes to their stuff. Like, oh, trans representation, gay representation. Okay, how about shut the fuck up and make a good movie? Like, I'm tired of hearing about this. It's one thing if it was maybe 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. You know, I get it. First, for if it's like a first lead LGBT, first lead black, first lead woman, yada yada yada, I get it. But the thing
Yeah, they
is,
keep saying it's the first, which is
yeah,
really
it's
funny.
not the. Not only is it not the first, it's just not a big deal anymore. It's like when the new Star Trek show was revealed. The only thing that they kept on talking about was having their first black female lead. When they already had their first black lead and they already had their first female lead. It's like it's not a big deal anymore. Just shut up and tell us if this is going to be good or not. Tell us if we're going to enjoy this or not. What are the behind the scenes? You know, what are the special effects? Who are the writers? You know, what do they build their setup with? You know, what are the techniques you have to animate what this and that? You know, I miss that kind of thing. And if I want to get a 2-disc special edition DVD of a movie, I want to hear about their techniques. I want to hear about their acting. I want to hear about how they let their inner child or inner old man take over this character. I don't want to have to keep hearing about, oh, this is a very inclusive role because it helps with, you know, bringing out the queer actors. It's like, okay, you realize we're in the 2020s, right? We already have a lot of the representation to the point nobody fucking cares anymore. You know, it's like you go to a character customization. It's great that we have men and women options. You get to have your guy sound like a girl, your girl sound like a guy, or make it sound like a zombie, make it sound like a beast. You literally have inclusivity everywhere now, and that's a good thing. But you keep smashing it into things that to the point where we just don't care anymore. We just want a good product. Like,
I heard Strange World's good, but Disney just did not promote it whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, that's the problem. They promoted it very little, but the people writing about it kept on making a big deal out of a thing that nobody cared about. Oh, it's an openly gay character, and he's the son of this character. Okay, and dude, if I made a Saints Row 5 right now, and I decided to have a gay or a straight option for the main character, nobody's gonna care.
I mean, Fire Emblem Fates ended up having that with two characters,
but if you make an article about it and you keep pushing this and pushing this as the thing you want to promote, nobody's gonna care and they're gonna get annoyed.
They didn't even push
Right.
that. They didn't
Like,
even push
tell me
that
about
in
the
Fire
graphics.
Emblem Fates.
Yeah, that's a good thing because they let the players decide. They let the players experience it. They let the players know. The only thing people cared about when it comes to Fire Emblem is if these characters are good, the graphics are good, and if the story is great.
By the way,
You
Ben,
know,
it
nobody's-
says you're offline for some reason.
No
Oh yeah,
one's
I actually
really,
made my thing offline. I don't know how I did that. Oh, there we go.
no
Thanks.
one's really gonna care to that point where the gay hookup is the best thing of the game. Maybe if it was like a bad game and the best thing about it was that one thing, like, oh man, the graphics are bad, story is bad, the only good thing about this is the dating mechanics. I could date both guys and girls. I could be polygamous or I could be monogamous if I want to. I could have as many guys or girls or maybe even both as I want. That's another thing. That's something else entirely.
That'd
but
certainly be an interesting harem.
it would be, but if you're saying that's the only part of the game that's good, then there's problems. Just like how they're promoting, just like how a lot of bloggers and YouTubers are trying to make a big deal out of the fact that that one character in that one movie should be a big deal. It's not. It's really not. Like, if it was 2009, maybe 2010, possibly, but it's not anymore. We really shouldn't make these a big deal anymore. It's like, who cares anymore? It's like how there's like, oh, there's a lot of black actors nowadays. You know, nobody really cares that they're black anymore. People care that they're good actors. Like, people know Samuel L. Jackson. They love him. They don't care that he's black. People love people love Tyler Perry. They don't care that he's black. You know, people love Ice Cube. People love Terry Crews. They don't care that he's black. They care that he's a good actor or he's good at making music. Like, sure, there may be some people that care that he's black for certain reasons, but you shouldn't care that much if you're wanting a good movie. Can the guy act? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, cool. No? Okay, too bad. You know, that's how it is with like racial with race nowadays. No one really cares as long as they can act well and if they fit the character well, so on and so forth. This is the same thing we're having the same problem with Disney right now. No one cares. And nobody cared about this movie because not only did it have very little marketing, but very fewer cared because they tried to push the gay agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You have one character. Who cares?
Yeah.
You have one character who's gay. Who is gonna care except for that one guy who was like, he's gay! That's me!
That's Sonic Fox you're talking about.
Right. But, like...
And I think the Winnie the Pooh world is going to add the Heffalump character in the Aston Kingdom Hearts 3.
Here's how little I don't care about
representation.
Here's how little I don't care.
We don't need to represent Heffalumps in our Winnie the Pooh. That's them pushing an agenda.
Here's how little
But the Heffalump is cute.
Like right now,
we don't need cute. We need hardcore. We need hardcore Winnie the Pooh.
If you want hardcore, Eeyore transforms into Optimus Prime.
Here's how little I don't care about representation. Here's how little I really care about representation unless it counts. I'm Guatemalan on my dad's side, rest of soul, and I'm Peruvian on my mother's side. I'm practically half and half. And I can tell you right now, Peruvians and Guatemalans, they don't get along. I know this because my grandparents on both sides don't get along either.
Well, we just had evidence for why.
If I see a Guatemalan actor represent, let's say, Superman, and they try to make a big deal out of this, I'm not gonna fucking care. If they got a Peruvian actress representing a live-action Sailor Moon made in the U.S., I'm not gonna fucking care.
Oh, Oren's getting sent.
You know, it's like, you've already ruined Dragon Ball when you got your chance. I'm not gonna fucking care if you got a Peruvian actress to play as Sailor Moon. You've already had lightning in a bottle when you had Samuel L. Jackson play as Nick Fury. And the reason for that is because that's literally another version of Nick Fury people love. I'm not gonna fucking care. So if you're trying to cater to either of the races that my parents are from, you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't care. If I was gay right now, you wouldn't know. If I was Hispanic you wouldn't even know I was Hispanic because of the way I'm talking.
Yeah.
You know, I sound like any other white guy on the internet, and I can tell you right now, people have always assumed I was white. The moment I put on a mic online. Like you,
I assumed you were talking Gremlin.
That's what I mean, though. It shouldn't really matter.
Hang on,
It shouldn't matter to
wrap this
Disney.
up.
Gizmo, we gotta wrap
it
this.
up. Yeah,
Yep.
wrap up
Yeah.
this. Okay. Yeah, just
Yeah,
at
we've
the
got-
end of the
You've literally gone Ben Shapiro on
but
both of these things.
At the last thing I have to say, at the end of the day,
All these
so
fuckers
Disney
with
is
facts and logic.
at the end of the day. Last thing I have to say, at the end of the day, Disney's going to make money regardless off this movie. Whether it bombs in theaters or not, they're also going to start making money off this when it comes out in digital as well as physical with DVDs and Blu-rays. The only reason that they didn't get as much money as they thought they were going to is because not only they marketed it less than their other movies, but they kept on pushing an agenda. Disney has to stop, rethink their strategy, and hire someone else that knows what they're doing. I'm done.
Okay.
Alright.
Moving on. Which, by the way, while you were going on like that, and I'm sure you heard me clicking the buttons.
No.
Alright, so
Alex,
the next topic.
Ben, did you hear me clicking the buttons?
Yes.
I'm sure you know why I was clicking the buttons.
Yeah.
It was for the last QuickTime event with Xemnas. Oh, hi,
Right.
Kira. Too bad we don't get Lion King 2 in the third game.
Anyways, to the next topic. This is kind of significant. Legendary cuts ties with Warner Brothers and has formalized a new deal with Sony.
Joy.
Hold up. That means no Godzilla and multiverses.
They are still technically working with Warner Brothers. It's weird, but like outside of the Godzilla stuff, they're now with Sony. So Dune Part 2, I believe, is now under Sony.
That's weird.
But Godzilla and Kong is still being made with Legendary, despite it being under Warner Brothers. I have no idea how that works. I assume it's an older contract, the Godzilla stuff. I don't know. But it says, under the new agreement, Sony will market and distribute Legendary's upcoming theatrical motion picture titles. However, select existing projects at Legendary are exempt from the pact, meaning Warner Bros. Pictures is still back. Oh, I'm wrong about this. Dune Part 2 is still under Warner Brothers. Alright, so any films that were made before the deal don't fall under it, but any new films will fall under Sony. So I'm guessing that Legendary will have at least one more Godzilla film, which is Godzilla and Kong, and then that's it.
Godzilla and Kong take Manhattan.
You're gonna be Jason vibes.
They're just gonna sit around out nearby the Chrysler building, and they're just gonna have some coffee.
No. What's gonna happen is that
Like
they're gonna
children's
spend,
card game, maybe.
they're gonna spend most of the
Batman and
time
Deathstroke
underground.
will pass them.
No, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna spend most of their time underground, and then the last 30 minutes, that's when you're gonna see them in the city.
Oh my god.
Just like Jake's Manhattan.
God damn it, Gizmo. Well, that's the credits for Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm not done with the game. I've still got a bunch of other optional crap to do. And Ben, since you've played the final mix versions, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right?
About what? Sorry, my mind was...
The optional
Sit down,
versions.
I need to hit you.
The optional versions of... Alex, you gotta get up on the walls nearby, and then...
Okay.
And then hit them from there. You're up against Flying Dog, I see. Flying Dog.
I thought I had to wait for him to land.
He can't land. He has no fucking legs.
Snooping as usual, I see.
What a small world.
But yeah, do we have anything else to say about Legendary, or no?
No!
We can lead into the Ken Penders thing.
Oh,
shit,
God,
what do
why?
What do you do now?
The door
Leaked
to the
out
light.
information from Sony's canceled Spider-Man 4.
This.
Oh!
Of course he did! Of
He did
course!
something good for once?
Yep.
It's always closer than you
Yeah, not
think.
fuck over Sally Acorn.
Sora! Riku!
Oh, hi, Kyrie. What do you got for us? A message in a bottle,
I've
you
seen
say?
that, dude. They should have pulled out. They should have just done Spider-Man 4 at that point. They had nothing to lose.
Oh, by the way,
so
Alex, the
basically they
message
had
in... By the way, Alex, the
John
message in the
Malkovich.
bottle in this scene, it is going to be revealed what the letter entails in Recoded. Yes, they spent an entire game revealing what's on a fucking note. That's stupid. Ben, don't you agree that that's stupid?
So anyways, John Malkovich was supposed to play the Vulture.
Should have seen that
I
coming.
can see that.
Ken Penders also leaked an image of the prototype
Oh yeah.
wings, which was
Looked fucking
pretty
great.
damn cool. Yeah.
If they were that
Thanks,
far in
Ken
production,
Penders.
I wonder how they thought that
Ooh.
the Amazing Spider-Man was gonna cost them less. You know?
Yeah.
Those
Because I
wings
think with
were
the sunk,
awesome.
with the amount of sunk cost they had in it,
Ooh,
they should've
hello,
just let
Tara.
Raimi do his thing, you know?
They
There's
should have,
Aqua.
man. And dude, funny thing, there's actually like a beta
And Ven.
of Spider-Man 4 the game that was supposed to be based off that movie.
Yep, I've seen that.
Which, by the way, this scene that I'm seeing is literally a promo for Birth by Sleep. So they promoted not one, not two, but 3 spin-off stuff up with this game. That's dumb. Oh, I'm back in early stuff. Ventus was left-handed.
Anyways, should we go into the next topic?
Sure.
Blue Archive, Alex posted this, is having a war against the Korean ESRB rating system, even involving the parliament members of the government. So, for context, I'm reading this from what this user said. The Korean ESRB turned out to be a very corrupt entity with casino money backing and wasteful tax money spending. Very recently, they R-rated a bunch of games without any official reasons. So they got confronted on it and reverted the ratings back, except for Blue Archive. And Blue Archive have been fighting this ruthlessly. So, it's interesting, because it could get this rating system shut down in Korea, or at the very least restricted by the gov.
Dude, Korea's like both Koreas are like.
No, it's
Got
South Korea specifically, not North Korea.
Yeah, North Korea doesn't allow video games.
Of course they don't.
Because they're evil.
Unless it's League.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Or their own. Bro, they're pussies when it comes to dead people, though. You're gonna have PUBG in your country, yet you can't have a guy just falling dead. You gotta have the guy give you a thumbs up while he's still standing. Fuck off. Either make a shooter or don't.
Eggman Bomb Bomb.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to the next topic.
Maria.
Wait, Alec, do you have
Maria,
anything to say about
What's
Blue
wrong with your
Archive?
face? No, although I will say that this is why allowing there to be ratings boards is a mistake.
Anyways, so there's
Dismantle ratings boards worldwide.
you posted this Jason news thing. Do you want to talk about it, or
What?
you posted a Jason article? Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, hang on. Let me pull this up.
Okay.
I figured you might want to.
Well, we gotta go to Hades'
have it-
chamber. Welcome to
I
the
put
Hades
it as
Paradox
Jason
Cup.
news in the news and topics.
Oh yeah, no. So apparently, KDF got into an argument with his soon-to-be ex-wife Tammy, who has told she made a bunch of contradictory posts on Instagram. We kind of talked about this last. But
Yeah,
anyway.
we did.
What happened?
Yeah, basically it just kind of amounts to like her behavior is very strange and somewhat suspicious in this situation.
Yep.
Kind of feels like she maybe might have you know, tried to get something to happen to her so that she
From what I
could.
can tell, they were arguing before the incident happened, so
Yep.
she may have had a part.
Yep, that's my speculation, especially considering now that she's probably just going to get all of the things that she wanted in the divorce without having to divorce him and fight the battle in court.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Oh, his JDF's estranged wife was in a fight with him, and he allegedly locked himself in his hotel room because they checked into a hotel together, and she waited until 5 in the morning to have a wellness check on him, even though she previously expressed concerns about his mental health, allegedly.
Waited till
So,
5 in the friggin'
Why
morning.
would you wait until 5 in the morning when you know that your husband's got fucking depression like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say that it's my speculation here. She figured on what happened and made that bet. Now she gets everything she wanted in that divorce settlement without having to fight it in court.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Real piece of work, that one.
and especially considering the fact that she has several times tried to humiliate him in public, like over their relationship troubles. So
There needs to be an investigation on that whole.
yeah, I'd hope so, but this is nothing's probably gonna come of this, unfortunately.
It should. This kind of shit always slips by everyone's radar, dude. This is a
I
guy.
felt like I was on an episode of Monk when I read this article.
Dude,
It's like,
this is a guy that
Oh.
that's only career was Power Rangers. You would think that there was going to be some kind of caveat. You would know that there's going to be some kind of caveat or some sort of bad shit happening in his life. If that was his only thing. Okay, yeah, I get it that he made cameos and he made
well,
appearances.
he also had his dojo where he taught people how to
Yeah,
fight and
but-
stuff like that.
But here's the thing.
that
What
was-
what I'm saying is, he's had a great career, but he hasn't moved on from any. He hasn't moved on from being known as the Green Ranger. Now, some celebrities have embraced being known as that one character or playing that one character, which is great. I mean, Kevin Conroy embraced being known as the Batman, and Daniel Radcliffe embraced being known as Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe, if I'm sure, has.
He embraced
No,
it.
I
Like,
believe
he
you.
actually loved it. Jason David Frank, same thing. I mean, he practically embraced being the Green Ranger, the White Ranger. You know, he embraced being a Power Ranger. But there has to be something bothering someone. That has to bother you at least a little bit if you're only known and gonna be known as that one character.
Well, he also had his MMA career. That was
But how many people know him? Yeah, true.
Fucking fights were closed down, for a while.
What I'm saying is, being known as that one character, it's gonna have some bad juju because
I don't know.
There's a lot of child support.
This is getting uncomfortable.
This is not really. It's also not really relevant to the subject. The point is that it was just. It feels really strange to see something like that.
I was trying to get to like all leading up to like his depression because there have been some child stars that couldn't catch a break and act out of something else. Like there's been a lot of stars who's only been in like wholesome comedies that want to go into action, but they couldn't because there was no that kid in that show. I'm sure if Jason had some depression because of something similar to that. Like maybe he wanted to go outside of being a Power Ranger. Like maybe he wanted to stay in MMA, stay in martial arts, but you know he needed to make money, so he had to keep on embracing being a Power Ranger. Yeah. Maybe that got like stressed up his life and that kind of thing. And the wife was the last straw, and that was what broke the camel's back because of her humiliating him multiple times.
Who knows? At this point, it's all down. It's almost entirely speculation on our part.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just speculation.
Yeah. But I felt maybe I watched too much TV, but when I read that article, it was like this is like
an episode of Monk,
or an episode of like
Columbo.
Some other, Columbo.
Yeah, at the very least, I had a relative who really loved Monk. Monk and would watch it every so often. Yeah, it was pretty good. A great detective story.
Speaking of detective shows, though, I've been getting back into watching House lately.
I thought House was a hospital drama.
Yes, but it's kind of an unconventional mystery show.
Oh, you mean like Star Trek?
Well, no.
But the thing is,
like, the pitch of the show was Sherlock Holmes, but where the criminals are diseases. And it's a very interesting thing to see these characters like figuring this out. I'd actually forgotten how good this show was because it's been a very long time since I'd seen it. But flashback to a time when Fox had all the best shows on TV, and one by one they canceled all of them.
Of course.
Didn't House actually get an ending?
No, House got an ending. Yeah, but that was like one of the last shows they had on TV at the time. And like House was
also apparently they've been considering making a movie where he saves the president.
Wait, make a movie where he saves who?
President.
That's interesting. I don't know why that would be specifically.
It's so cliche though. Like you must come out.
That sounds like something you get from like Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer, we got to get you out of retirement so you can save the president. And it's like
I think the reason why this would have
the Brokery House to do it.
I have a theory why this might have been a big deal if this were to be a movie. I think it's because there's already so many conspiracies.
Biden's dementia.
How do we do that?
There's already a lot of conspiracy theories around presidency that I think that's the reason. Lizard people, Illuminati, that kind of thing. So maybe there was going to be a thing where House figures out, oh my God, the Illuminati are real or something like that, and they have a disease. And they
wasn't there once a bit where George Bush was supposedly like an alien, according to one bit of X-Files where they played the theme?
Yeah, that was only hinted at though.
I know, but it was a funny bit from the movie.
Why isn't Shadow Lightspeed dashing?
You have to. Did you forget that you gotta get the upgrade?
Where is the upgrade?
Find the crate. There's a crate nearby. The first trail of, things after getting past the vine. Yeah, you forgot that you gotta get the upgrade for that.
Well, the game didn't specify, so...
Alex,
Should we go to the next topic?
Alex, you
Yeah.
should know based on the fact that you couldn't light speed dash as Sonic beforehand. Oh, and I killed Cerberus again. Oh, hi, Orin.
Well, that didn't work.
When did you
One
join
last
the
thing
party?
before we move on, as much as I don't like JDF's wife, we still, as much as I don't like this, we would still have to wait for an actual investigation.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I'm not.
Yeah.
This is definitely a wait and see kind
Yeah.
of thing. I'm not gonna. My speculation aside, I'd like. I think this is a shitty situation for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Yep.
As much as it's a
Especially their kids.
Oh,
Mhm.
especially.
Gotta mute the
And
audio
unfortunately,
input.
only wait until they decide to have an investigation because this smells really sus.
All right, we're
Well, they
back
haven't
in.
released the autopsy results yet, so I'm assuming that if they wind up releasing the autopsy results, it'll be because of foul play.
Let's hope
I
it
doubt
wasn't
they
foul
will
play.
Unless something resolved.
Yeah.
Let's hope it wasn't foul play because that would mean someone actually hated JDF enough to actually kill him, which is unbelievable to me.
Man, the way some people on Twitter were talking, it almost sounded like...
I mean, Schizo was the first to talk crap about him. After.
That guy. That was the first time I ever heard about that guy. He's shit talking JDF.
Yeah.
Here we go.
By the way, hey, yeah, we can move on to the next topic, but I gotta bring something up. So Kanye West brought Milo Yiannopoulos and Nick Fuentes to Thanksgiving dinner at Donald Trump's house. Donald Trump didn't know who Nick Fuentes was, and Nick and Kanye took severe offense at that. And then took severe offense at Trump turning down Kanye's offer of being his running mate in 2024.
Yeah.
So,
Kanye.
congratulations,
Yeah.
Kanye. You're fucking
Why would
stupid.
anybody have Kanye on their side? Look, despite what he might or might not have said, doesn't matter what his views are. It's his behavior.
Yeah, Kanye is a whack job.
Donald Trump is also related to several Jewish people. Also.
Yep.
Like,
so,
it doesn't matter.
The shit that Kanye says about the Jews is not going to sit well with him.
No.
Well, I feel like according to Trump, Kanye asked to have dinner with him and he agreed. But according to Trump, he brought 2 extra people they didn't really know. And so it went well according to him, but that's it. There's nothing much other than Kanye being weird. And then now Kanye went on Tim Pool's show and walked out because of some minor pushback. That just happened, so that's funny. What a baby.
Indeed.
I can't swim, apparently.
Yeah, because, like Sonic, Shadow can't swim.
But I thought I was the ultimate life form.
Not in this game, you're not.
The ultimate life form should be able to swim.
Well, I mean, ultimate life form in maybe just in name only. By the way,
We know.
so I'm gonna be clearing out the rest of the Cave of Remembrance since now that I've beaten every boss. Now that I've beaten the all the Organization 13 members, this is actually more fit. It's now more fitting to actually go here and clear this out. Oh no.
Anyways, let's go to the next topic.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, so Postal 4 Postal 4 console ports confirmed. They have released footage of the PS5 build. Looks really good.
And
Wow, guys, guess
Postal
what?
3
Guys.
is being taken off of Steam as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
That's hilarious, man.
But yeah, so the PS5 now has a game worth playing.
For once.
I mean, I
Wow.
still don't think it's worth buying one, man. It's just,
No.
look,
No.
look,
Postal 4 is
look.
on Stellar. If Sony was smart, they would release Postal 4 on every PS5. PS5
Just make it a pack-in game.
Dude, if they were
You get a
smart, they would make
pack
more
game.
PlayStation
Yes.
5. If they were smart, they'd make more PlayStation 5 so people would stop scalping
think-
them.
We talked about PS5. The PS6 was announced, right? I don't remember.
Yep.
God.
I mean, the
How are you
PS6
gonna-
hasn't been announced. It's just been,
No, it's been.
it's-
It's. We have a date for it. 20.
How are you gonna make a date for the PlayStation 6 when people still weren't able to even play the PlayStation 5?
Die,
Because-
Sonic. You don't belong in this world.
Because
It was
revealed
not by
that,
my
I can't
hand that I am once again given flesh. I was called
add a
here
bit of
by
context.
Sega, who wished to pay me tribute.
To add a bit
Your
of
words are as empty
context
as
for
your
anyone that doesn't
spines.
know, during the whole Sony trying to stop Microsoft from buying Blizzard, it was revealed by them that they're releasing a new PlayStation 6 in 2027 or after. So that's a thing.
Here we go with the gauntlet.
I have nothing else to say. Let's go on to the next topic.
Well,
Postal.
here's it's a Sony, right? Well, here's the thing about the Postal 4 that gets me a little worried is that this is a console. This is a console they're releasing them on. Now, they were not able to release Postal 1 on console. Now, understandably so, when it
would not release this game if it was
Actually,
no, here's what I'm saying though. I like
let me correct you on that. Postal Redux is on consoles, including the Nintendo
back
Switch.
then, Postal 1 was not able to be released on any console up until now
Yeah.
on the Switch. Now, with Postal 2, that makes more sense why it wouldn't be on console because they would have to not only remove but censor a lot of the things. You know,
No,
like
that's
the
actually punching one of the depths about that. The reason why is because they had ported it to console. The issue is that all the ragdoll physics would basically disappear. They can't replicate it on
Aw,
console.
come on!
That's
Ragdoll
not-
physics are the best!
Well, that makes sense on a technical perspective, but think about it. If they were to release this on, let's say, the PlayStation 4, you know that a lot of the stuff might get taken out or censored, like
I don't
the
think
terrorist-
so. Running with
No,
scissors
running
wouldn't
with
do that.
scissors wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't tolerate it, sure, but if how Sony is acting nowadays, you would think. It makes you,
Yeah,
it makes you think.
here's the thing though, like Postal 4 is not being censored. They confirmed that it's being fully uncensored on PS5 or
Thankfully.
so I don't really see it.
But if it's going to be uncensored on the PlayStation 5, that would mean Sony has to start getting a little lax on their rules.
Here's the thing though.
I know they're not going.
Here's the thing though. Running with Scissors is an American company. If they were a Japanese company, they would never release it on it.
Yeah, but think about it.
They've already.
I'm here to show you my Death Star.
Because here's the thing, they allow Mortal Kombat 11 on the console without any issue. That's arguably
Wanted to
just
see
fine
some
on the
serious
PS4.
cosplay.
Mortal
Here's
Kombat
your
11
fucking
still,
cosplay.
Mortal Kombat 11 still faced a lot of scrutiny because of their double standard. Because of their double standard censorship issues, though. Here's the thing: like when it came to the female characters, they had.
Yeah, that was never around.
Unfortunately, I don't have a weapon to blow up the earth.
Sony.
Why have
That
to
was
blow
a
up
Never
something
Realm.
else?
Yeah, that was Netherrealm, Gizmo.
And then after, and remember, after they started
I'd
adding
like
on
to
the
thank
sexy
Mr. Joe
outfit.
Biden for signing the permit to
Hang
blow
on,
up
I'm trying to
Joe.
speak out. They did add some of the
I'm
sexy
trying to
outfits
have a
back
funny
in
moment in this
uncensored.
game,
They
Benjamin.
didn't really though. They
Yes,
barely
did,
put in there.
not just Blizzard.
Guys!
Compared
Guys! Guys.
to the functions you get at
Gizmo,
Armageddon,
Ben.
Deception, Annihilation, and 9.
Gizmo.
They could have put in a lot of they could have at least put 2 costumes from 9. They stuck to Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3
God, no
costumes.
one-
Those are not as revealing or as sexy.
Guys!
He's
Guys. We're getting off track here.
already
Oh,
been
that's
over this.
good trash.
What I'm trying to say is, with Postal 4 being on the PlayStation 5 and possibly even the PlayStation 6, now that it's been announced to be in development, Sony has to start being lax on
They aren't.
porting
They
and
aren't,
censorship because
No,
I know they're not.
They never cared about the violence.
Sony is a Japanese company. That's the thing. But now
they
they
are not anymore.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're
They're
an
no.
American company.
Then now they're an American company, but the thing is, they've been a Japanese company. That's where That's how Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 went on the consoles, and that's how a lot of these other Japanese games went on
I am
as
desperate to see what this situation is anymore, guys.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, what I've been trying to say, is that if Postal 4 is going to be on PlayStation 5, Sony has to start being a little lax about not only not only censorship, but the Japanese games, because that used to be the better. Now here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
The Last of Us.
That's their roots. Those are the original roots. Yeah.
That's another good example.
By the way,
They
Postal
used to be a
Redux
Japanese
is available
company.
on
If
the
they want to go
PlayStation
back,
4, and it is
if they
completely uncensored.
if they want more games, if they want more sales, they have to start getting a little more lax on all these but on games. Postal 4 is an example of that, because Postal games have been known for being very raunchy, more violent than even Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat, you can only be gory with finishing moves. Postal, on the other hand, you don't have to fight anyone. You can just get a gun, go up to someone for no apparent reason, and blow their head off.
No, Postal, I will say, Mortal Kombat has X-ray moves.
But you have to fight someone once.
I was about to say,
You're restricted on one-on-one.
No,
Mortal Kombat is restricted with one-on-one combat. That's the thing. Postal games, on the other hand, you could literally just kill someone for no reason. You could literally kill someone out of being objective. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but it's more brutal.
You can do that in a lot of games. That's not really new.
Postal 4 is a lot more gruesome than Grand Theft Auto, though. In Grand Theft Auto, you shoot a guy in the head, it's just a guy getting shot in the head. Postal 4, on the other hand, you shoot someone in the head, that head's no longer
Depends on the gun you use, but
there.
yes, that is true.
If they can get Postal 4, which is a lot more gruesome than Grand Theft Auto anything, they have to start getting less strict on sexual anything.
Though. They never cared about the violence. That's the issue. Sony has never cared. Look at The Last of Us 2, for example.
They cared about
ultra violence.
They used to not care about anything. That's the thing. What I'm saying is that Sony used to care about quality. They didn't used to care about one thing or the other.
Yes, we know why that is too. We've litigated this topic to death.
Yes, so I think we can move on, because this is getting annoying. Water is wet. The sky is blue. There is a crime wave in Gotham City. People die when they are killed. The end.
Oh, okay. Also,
fuck.
Next topic. So Mario.
Women,
the new Mario.
Drive. Why don't you just fly after him?
Alex. All right.
I'm done.
A new Mario movie trailer is coming out tomorrow. There's been some key details revealed, including a decent amount of references to the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Why?
Yes, so the
Captain
lyrics
Love,
of the song are directly referenced in the piece, in the material. Like, we're the mother of Mario Brothers, plumbing's our game.
They have to reference the CDI games. They have to reference the CDI games.
I hope they made lots of spaghetti.
Also,
that has to be the last line of the film. Charlie Day has to say that as the last line of the film.
And so they revealed the Mario model, Mario and Luigi models. Luigi looks okay, but Mario looks off. Too off for me. Also, there's a truck. They revealed Mario and Luigi's
Italian people.
They revealed Mario and Luigi's truck, which says which is called the Super Mario Bros. Plumbing. And someone tweeted out, "Oh god, I figure out what they're going to do. Official key art used on the plumbing van. Mario Brothers plumbing commercial featuring 2D animated Mario. It's Charles."
Yes.
You know, that
I would appreciate that.
That would be good.
That would be good. That would make me a little less salty. But man, I do not like Chris Pratt as Mario. I'm still mad about that. If they got someone to sound better,
Mario.
No, I mean, if they did like the Brooklyn accent kind of deal, you know. But like if they did a voice similar to the Super Show, I wouldn't mind, right, Alex?
Oh yeah.
But Chris Pratt can't do that. I'm still.
I mean, you don't know that he can't. He just hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we barely heard him for like what, a few
He
seconds.
sounds awful. I hope they
Yes,
re-record
he has
his
spoken
line.
2 words.
It's awful.
He's spoken a
For all
whole.
we know, that could just be unfinished dialogue too.
Hopefully, I really hope so. But considering how long this movie's been in development, I kind of doubt it. Who knows? Maybe they listened to feedback and reworked it, but I don't know.
Well,
We'll see. Let's go to the next topic.
I am currently equipping my party with a bunch of ethers.
So I got 12 minutes left. Let's get through these. So the new SpongeBob game, Cosmic Shake. Nickelodeon fucked up again. They accidentally lowered the price to $20 on Best Buy.
Nice.
So $20 off. I pre-ordered that. I don't know if
Tails.
that's still. Let me look. I'll send you guys a link if it still is. But I was able to order it before any changes could be made. But yes, for some reason Nick keeps doing this to their games. They did it to Nick Kart 2 and 3, and they did, and I think they did for a few minutes for the Nick Brawl game as well.
That game still is not as
Minigame,
good
Kart
as.
Racing 2-player versus is now available.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
yeah,
gentlemen.
Pricing, but I did get my pre-order for.
I've got one hell of a gauntlet. I've got one hell of a optional boss montage to go through, and let's just say each of these guys are harder than they were when we first fought them. So if you thought the data bosses were hard, if you thought the absent silhouette bosses were hard, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Okay, we got 2 more topics. Let's get through these. The Xbox 360 controller returns by Hyperkin. It'll be called the XE, and I will say to quickly go through this. I think this is cool. They did a great job with the Dukes. One issue, they have a fucking terrible drift issue. Like the Dukes I have, like the green one I got, suffers heavily from the drift, and they wouldn't fix it because they couldn't replicate the problem. Assholes. The purple one I have, less so, but still kinda has it. It's annoying. Like the drift issue on their controllers is very annoying. They do not fix it. That's all I have to say. It's cool that the 360 controller is returning, but I'm very skeptical.
The 360 controller is a good controller after all.
I mean, yeah, but they're using new parts to remake it. If that makes sense. So I'm very skeptical.
Yep.
If the drift issue will be involved with this one.
Time to rework some things.
Okay, the last topic. Sargon of Akkad is back on Twitter.
Oh, Sargon!
He posted a really funny video. He tweeted out, "Thank you for bringing me back, Elon Musk. 5 years in exile is a long time. A lot has changed. We are in a different world now, and I am a different man. Things will be different, but hopefully better. The tide may be turning." And he posted a video of Gandalf on the ground spinning.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was great. But if no one has any comments, that's it for topics.
Demix. Yep, we finally got through the topics for.
And now I can disconnect and enter my void once again.
Demix, we don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
What are you doing to me, game?
Okay, you guys have a good night. It is time for me to go, so you have a wonderful one.
Yup.
Oh, fuck me. I got killed by a water.
Oh, yeah. If anybody was wondering why Namor showed up in Wakanda Forever, it's because Universal owns the solo film rights.
Let's try this again with a bit more gusto this time. Demix, you're going to be my arch nemesis for tonight. And why did I Why did I forget? I forgot to unequip it. Reflect as. Well, I'm gonna lose this round because I forgot. I, like the dumbass that I am, forgot.
I'm still a little worried about the Postal 4 though, on being a PS5 game.
It's just gonna be on the PS5. It's not an exclusive by any means.
I know that, but it's just Sony.
Goofy.
Sony hasn't really been doing anything smart as of late. They still haven't made more PS5s. They're still anal about anime games. They're still anal about games from Japan in general.
Getting anal about anime games? Oh, boy, that, oh, I think it might be getting hot in here.
Let me go back out, back in. Okay, let's.
There we go.
Sorry, I forgot to turn the audio input and capture back up. Because I'm
What I've
dumb.
been trying to say in that. What I've been trying to say was.
No, we got what you were trying to say.
Yeah, we got what you were trying to say. It's just the thing is that we've dabbled in this topic too many times, Gizmo. Oh, we get it.
Yeah, Sony sucks, we know.
So, it's not...
Coming to the PS5 doesn't mean anything. It's just a game coming to the PS5.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Actually, what I was trying to say was that Sony needs to go back to their roots, because that's when...
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, we've already gone over...
that topic.
Yeah, we've already gone into that topic as well, so...
What are you doing to me, game?
What is Demix doing to me right now, Alex? He's torturing me with these fucking water clothes. Look, we get it. And Naruto is your favorite anime. Hey, Demix, we don't need to know!
Dance, wanna dance.
Shut the fuck up!
Dance, magic, dance.
Dance, wanna dance.
What is this, putties from Power Rangers?
No, thank you.
Not you! Oh, one thing I love about fire in this game is how badly it screws up Demix. I don't know, Gizmo, I don't understand. How is a water guy weak to fire?
Evaporation.
Oh, damn it! God damn it, he killed me. Let me try this again.
Evaporation, drying out. No source of water to power himself up or refill.
Okay.
No moisture.
The only reason I'm taking on Demix first is just because he was a fairly easier one to take on when I was doing the rematches on my critical mode save file.
Dance, water, dance.
Shut up!
Gotta make that donation notification now.
Don't you fucking dare.
I will. I'll make it a $3 notification. So now every time someone donates $3, dance, water, dance.
You're gonna have to show me how to set up Streamlabs someday.
By the way, so...
Some.
Somebody once told me the world was
Somebody once asked, did I spare some? By the way,
Oh shit, Teffels is suing Kiwi Farms for for copyright infringement, I think.
copyright on what?
Promise.
Yeah.
He's lying about everything. She's only trying to take down Kiwi Farms so they can get rid of the evidence of her being for transitioning kids.
Hey, Alex. You know, you remember that Duncan McLeod guy? Alright, you remember that Duncan douchebag on Twitter?
Yeah.
So, I ended up getting blocked by him just by saying you should change your surname.
Yeah. Oh, hey. We're gonna have to beat this guy again.
Oh, the egg golem?
Big man, the master plan. Yeah. Or, no, we're gonna have to watch Sonic. God damn it, Sonic, how did you beat him in one hit?
Sonic Underground.
There'd be so much trouble to beat this guy in the game.
He's actually kind of easy in either one. Yeah, and you gotta fight him as Eggman.
I am the Eggman. I am the Eggman.
Now I have to.
You gotta shoot him until the batteries are exposed, and then you gotta destroy those to beat him. Okay, so...
What the fuck is going on here? Where's my mic? I had mic levels earlier, what the fuck?
What is going on right now when you're in?
That's a good question. Getty. Good.
You're gonna have to isolate the sound of Demix going dance, water, dance in order to make that your notification sound, Gizmo.
Dance, water, dance.
Okay. I don't know how that happened, but apparently at some point in time, the audio from my microphone stopped fucking working. Normally, collecting the tokens with the egg on them would be a bad thing. The golem. Can I bump the fucking microphone or something? Oh, Machow, no.
Ah, not again!
There needs to be a proper Sonic racing game, for the love of God.
Like Sonic R?
Or...
The idea, like Sonic R but polished. Sonic R but good.
What, getting that to happen?
Sonic Racing just did not do it for me. It did not make me want to get it at all. Like, you got Sonic characters in cars, all of them. It's like, why are all of them in cars? Rouge,
And that's
like,
why. And that's why Sonic Drift sucks.
Like, Amy Rose kind of makes sense, but Sonic himself, Knuckles, Shadow, Rouge. I mean, come on now. That's stretching it.
Oh, fuck me.
No, thank you.
Demix killed me again. Because of friggin' water.
Like, if someone was able to make a
Fine,
fan-made
I'll fight
Sonic
Lexius again.
if someone was able to make a fan-made 2D Sonic fighting game, someone should be able to make a proper Sonic racing game. Like the idea writes itself. Have them just run around courses based off of just Sonic stages from all their games, almost all their games. Even acknowledge the shitty ones. Like maybe have a course that looks like a Game Gear or something. Like maybe they're racing around Saturn and the tracks like shape an S around it.
What do you mean the test came back positive? I'm too young to be pregnant. I'm also a bat.
Ugh.
The other guy was an echidna.
Oh god, no. Ow! Ow!
I mean, if it had to be anyone, it would be Rouge. I'd rather not with Amy. Annoying little shit. Sonic, 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 Sonic. Okay, we get it. Now, dry off your blanket.
Battle Syx again, but be warned, he's stronger than before.
Can you feel it? The moon's power.
Can feel it.
No, if anything, maybe Sega should try and get into the Smash Brothers scene. Like Nintendo's already done it. How about they try doing a Smash clone themselves? They've already got the characters. Oh hell, even better. A Power Stone 2. A Power Stone kind of game.
Oh no! Sorry, I was making a Power Stone reference there.
Oh.
Up, Syx has gone berserk.
Aim for its head. Welcome to the Power Stone world. Oh no! It's an alien! I actually have Power Stone 2 right here. I tried doing a speed run, but holy hell is it harder than it looks.
By the way, fun fact, in the critical mode boss fight I did of Syx, who I'm fighting against right now, I ended up finding out that dodge slash had parry frames.
Short meteorite.
Are you... Alex, it's the long meteorite.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
As Mad Space,
the readings are reversed. Yeah.
Every subsequent hint after, or the first one, is the opposite of what it actually is. Who's hiccuping?
It's not in a floating wooden box capsule above a meteorite. Okay, so it is in a floating wooden box capsule above a meteorite.
What is that noise I'm hearing in the background?
What noise?
Donald! I healed you guys so I could use Final Form, and you guys just had to die on me again. Oh, God damn it, Science. You know what's weird?
What are you doing to me, game?
I trusted you, game.
This is an unorthodox strategy.
Dance, water, dance.
I'm not fighting Demix at the moment!
And?
I am fighting Psyx.
Dance, something dance.
He doesn't even say that! It's, do you feel it, the moon's power, or moon shine down?
Okay, Edgelord.
That's literally how he sounds in the game!
I know. That's why I called him Edgelord.
Oh, I was saying that, in English or Japanese, Psyx is voiced by the
I
same
got the Iron Boots.
same guy as, Jean from Samurai Champloo. Or Jean.
Oh, that's an awesome character.
He's the glasses dude, Alex, in case you don't remember.
And the other guy is Mugen.
Yep, voiced by Steve Bloom in the anime and Liam O'Brien in one video game.
Oh, that they couldn't get the original voice actor, but okay.
I don't know what was going on. Oh, and Fu is voiced by Kari Walgren.
Damn. Does she still do work?
Oh yeah, she's still been doing work. It's mostly union stuff, though.
Huh.
Funnily enough, in the DC AMU, she actually voiced Starfire.
Nice choice.
She's actually a really good Starfire voice.
Good character too to pick when you're voice acting.
And it's weird how it's like we got a bunch of celebrity actors, like the actors who play Beast Boy, Raven, and Terra and Damien, and a Nightwing celebrity voice actor. Or because in the DC AMU, Damien is voiced by celebrity voice actor Stuart Allen. And Nightwing in that same universe is voiced by Sean Mayer. Beast Boy, meanwhile, is voiced by Brandon Suhu, whom some people know for Tropic Thunder as that kid who led the group that kidnapped Ben Stiller. Yes, so Beast Boy and Tony Stark have met once upon a time. I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker!
Never go for retard.
Oh, I love that movie.
Too bad a movie like that can't be made today, though.
No.
Pussies.
Why are you digging? I want you to just kick it! Stop digging!
I can see Alex is frustrated with the worst treasure hunting stage in the game. Goofy, why did you even try?
Restart the fucking level.
Yeah, sometimes it's... Yeah, now you're seeing why I sometimes restart the level. All in treasure hunting stages. Oh, fucking hell, I died. I gotta really think about how I want to do these. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to battle Axel.
Got it memorized.
Come here, I'll make it all stop.
Got it memorized.
Burn, baby!
How do you destroy the flying boxes?
You kick them.
Lol.
That's not working though.
But that's how you do it. Why is he telling me to get back when he's trying to attack me?
Because he really likes the Beatles.
Get back to where you once belong.
But that's Hirohiko Rocky's thing. By the way, this boss fight that I'm doing, it really wants you to use limit form.
The highest place. Gotcha.
See, now you're starting.
Now I've got the emeralds, and I know why.
So you got the iron boot. So you got the iron boots.
Yes.
Okay,
Cause I got high.
I just wanted to make sure. That's all. I need to make sure I have an optimal strategy for these guys, because it's been such a long time. So, last night Alex had shown me the first 2 episodes of MMPR.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
And I gotta say, for all that he's talked about with that show, him and Fran, first 2 episodes not really winning me over.
Now, I am not the one who hyped up Day of the Dumpster.
But you hyped up the show.
Yes, because it is a very good show.
The problem is like, it has too much cases of early installment weirdness.
Yeah, that'll go away soon, trust me.
I hope so, because otherwise that's gonna kill my interest in it.
Let's see,
we're literally only 2 episodes in.
Green with Evil is 17 episodes into the series, so...
Yeah, that's when Tommy Oliver appears.
Yep.
And Lord Zed becomes Lord Zed.
Now, Lord Zed shows up more in Season 2, but yes.
My favorite.
Although Robert Axelrod has already made an appearance in the show.
And by the way, Alex, Robert Axelrod does voice a few characters in Digimon Adventure, or not just Armadillomon in Adventure 2, but there's another character he's well known for voicing in Adventure 1.
Who is it?
It's a character by the name of Wizardmon.
Weird character.
And funnily enough, he made some of the weird. God damn it. And weirdly enough, he made some of the censor.
Containers below the run.
He made some of the weird censor bits, like saying that at a sake bottle he's holding was hot sauce.
It's better on tacos. Yeah, replacing sake with grape juice. The kids aren't idiots.
Oh, not only that, at Gizmo, there's a bit in Digimon Tamers where they said that the sake that was used for the serpent in Digimon was milk.
What?
Anyway, hey, there was a episode of Digimon Tamers where the eight-headed serpent Digimon, Orochimon, I believe, it made one of the characters Judy or Jerry in the English dub, make sake but in the English dub it's milk.
Jesus.
And somehow milk makes it drowsy.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Oh yeah, warm milk. Warm milk actually does make people drowsy because it unleashes the
mitochondria.
Sure.
And as we all know, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the soul.
Cell.
The cell.
What are you doing to me, game?
Hey, Gizmo. Oh, have you ever considered playing MMPR, or the movie, the game, featuring Ivan Ooze?
Have I ever considered what?
Have you ever considered playing MMPR, the movie, the game, featuring Ivan Ooze?
I have, and I beat it years ago.
But have you ever considered streaming it?
Yes. It's just, you know, I'm really,
Rouge, what the fuck are you doing?
I really want to finish these stack of games before I do anything freestyle.
So would you say that they were stackers?
What? Would you say they were staggers?
Stackers.
Stackers. Is this a reference to something that I'm not getting?
No, I'm just saying weird stuff. I'm known for saying weird things at times.
Is it because of that zone reference you just didn't get last time?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's crash this mode, boys.
Hey Alex, do you know about are you sure you don't know anything about zone time?
Oh, that's what you were referencing. You.
I even said zone time.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you just
I
said
did.
zone.
Zone, you dude. How do you not know what I'm talking about just from saying zone?
Because we're playing Sonic games right now.
And zone, just having those two together, you know what I'm talking about.
Like I'm supposed to know everything.
Raven in zone in the same sense. It's Spark something
Oh
something.
my god.
And then just like how Shadman alone just sparks a little something in
Yes,
there.
but that's Shadman. That is not fucking
Matter.
That is not something as generic as the word zone.
Yeah.
I
So
haven't said Zontan.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us. So what do you think?
Oy.
So, in the first boss fight with Zigbar, he had limited ammunition. In this version, he does not have limited ammunition. Uh-oh. He's packing heat.
Gotcha now. Clever
Little snake.
That's a TIE fighter. You can't lie to me, that's a TIE fighter.
What?
This texture. I can look at it. That is the front window off of a TIE fighter.
Yeah, it kind of does look like one. You know, I think maybe we should check on Disney Castle just to see what's going on there.
Why would we do that?
Because there's an old buddy of ours from Birth by Sleep who wants to see us.
Okay.
He says rent is due.
Speaking of Kingdom
Admitted.
Hearts, you think a Kingdom Hearts MMO would work?
It should have worked, but then we got the mobile game.
Oh yeah. Amaranth is back to doing sexy streaming again, so that whole story about her being abused by her husband was probably bullshit.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, but I'm seriously betting that, like, given the fact that she said, like, oh, I got control, pull back from him, everything's okay, and then she immediately goes back to streaming in a bra and panties, like.
All right, let's go see what's behind this portal. And I'm
Got
sure.
ourselves a grift going on here, I think.
By the way, Alex, do you remember in Birth by Sleep when Terra just ended up upsealing, putting his soul inside of a suit
I
of
try
armor?
not to remember Birth by Sleep.
Well, Well, you're gonna have to, because at some point you'll be playing that game.
Oh, goody.
So Terra, so those who remember, Terra's mind ended up in his suit of armor, which then became sentient. And now it's an optional boss fight that really wants us dead. Aqua Ven. A Keyblade.
That doesn't even sound like the
Who
same
are
voice
you?
actor. What the fuck?
I know you. We've met before.
I had it!
Way back when.
If you had to have one Keyblade out of the many,
No,
which one would it be?
wasn't you. You're not the one I chose.
No, and none of the final forms can count. No, none of the synthesized ones. No ultimate weapon, nothing like that. It's gotta be ones you can acquire by going to certain worlds.
Oathkeeper.
What the fuck?
Xehanort. Xehanort. I am very angry, and now my anger has manifested in this lingering will.
I'm about to get my ass kicked. Oh my god.
Is it in bad taste if people created characters based off dead celebrities?
I mean, that depends on what kind of character you're talking about.
Because one came to mind when a couple weeks after Kevin Conroy passed away. The idea is that because Kevin Conroy said that he was trying to try out in like action movies and cop roles, this character would be an officially licensed detective that can communicate and talk to spirits as he tries to figure out their murders, figure out certain murders and deaths and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're talking about basically the game Murdered Soul Suspect?
No, well,
or the Ghost
no.
Whisperer TV show?
The concept is that he's an actual licensed detective, not like someone who works for the police, and he's able to actually talk to ghosts, not like communicate with them like, oh, I sense what they're feeling, like actually talk to them. Yeah. But he's also able to look at certain items and read the past as well as the present, from what these items are used for. Like, for example, if he finds a straw at the crime scene, he could hold that, and he can figure out when that was used, like what packaging it might have come from. You know, if it was a little girl or a grown man that used it for his soda or beer, that kind of thing.
This song does not match the tone of this scene.
Yep, that's what I just said. And when I got to it, Alex. By the way, now you've only got one more Eggman and one more Shadow stage.
Awesome.
And I didn't want to make him like, oh, he can communicate with spirits, then that means he can devolve into spirit energy and yada yada. Like, no, he could just...
You're talking about Bleach before it turned into a shonen anime.
What I want to
well,
make the character... I actually want to make the character an actual detective, not like...
Yusuke?
Not like a guy who gets like spirit powers or anything like that.
Yeah, that's... Alex, he's describing Yusuke.
Yeah.
No.
Without the spirit gun.
Not really. He's just a detective who happens to talk to ghosts, that kind of thing. He's not a ghost detective. He's just a detective who happens to talk to ghosts.
Where'd the heavy cannon go, guys? Up there it is. Hi, Chaos.
Oh, here's what will make it difficult. I had this idea where depending on if he's solving a murder, and it just happens to be and there just so happens to be the ghost right there of said murdered suspect, like a little girl, old man, a former vet, that kind of thing. That spirit will have lost 3 days of memory, 3 days worth of memories, right after they got killed. So, and he would only remember things as time goes on, and the detective guides him around.
That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, this actually sounds like a pretty interesting detective show. And the funny thing is, the reason why Togashi, in regards to Yu Yu Hakusho, went with turning it into a shonen series was because initially he had plans to make it into one of those, what do you call it? Like one of the I was like actual detective stories, but then readership ended up going up, and then he was convinced, and unfortunately, maybe because they were getting too impatient on Yusuke getting his body back, that's what prompted him to just be all yeah, I'm just gonna kind of make this into a he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get Yusuke back to his normal body, and it just kind of becomes what it is.
Let's go.
What it is in the that we see later on in the series. Hence why the anime kind of blitzes right through it, because, well,
it did work out in the end, though.
Yeah, it
kind of
worked.
like how Yu-Gi-Oh starts off as being kind of like a generalized thing about games, and then it becomes all about card games.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm trying to do the mushroom guys now.
Do the mushroom!
Well, I actually had a reason for the 3-day amnesia too, because I've noticed that every time someone talks to a ghost, it's either they don't know, or they have a fear for something if they tell them. Like, okay, yeah, at the end of the day, you might as well just be talking to a living person. That's that's Law and Order, that's CSI. I don't want to tell you. Why? He might kill me. Who? Who is it? Who's gonna kill you? I can't tell you. I might as well be telling you.
You're already dead!
And by the way, Alex, here's the thing with your analogy on Bleach. Bleach was kind of always going to be like this thing.
No, I know. That premise only lasts in the first episode.
No, actually, it lasts until Rukia gets kidnapped by Byakuya and Renji.
No, that premise literally only lasts until the end of the first episode. Because, that's when you start seeing, oh, there's the fucking samurai sword, there's the weird-ass shit. It's turned into a battle anime.
It only, like I said, it only becomes a battle anime when it gets to the Soul Society arc, because in the at first it kind of was more like Ichigo having to do Rukia's job, which was reaping soul for the Soul Society.
But that's still a very different show from, for instance, the way it's sort of portrayed at the start of the first chapter, you know?
Well, it's not always... Well, the thing is that at the Substitute Soul Reaper arc is actually longer than it is portrayed in the anime. The anime has it last up until episode 20, and then it rushes right into the Soul Society arc. Which is odd, to say the least. I'm like, 70 chapters? Really? Good lord. The anime, it did some weird things. While it did some favors for the fight scenes in the plot, it also, you know, is studio filler. So we can't get around that premise.
Let's go.
Well, what's funny is that, yeah, Alex did bring it up, like, oh, you're already dead. That's why I thought it was a little hokey if maybe the spirits are already afraid of something if they tell even a living soul about how they died or who the suspect might be. So I thought, okay, that's not going to make sense, because, like, who's going to kill them if they're already dead? There's already enough of, like, existential crisis people have given themselves when they figured out, oh, if you die in Bleach, that means you're not really dead, you're just put into the afterlife, but only when you're dying in the afterlife are you dead. It's like no, let's just keep it simple. If you're a ghost, that means your spirit is still needs to do something, or it's like can't let go of something.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about...
I want to be a really good premise for a ghost TV show. A show that's all about making the ghosts hold on and stick around, rather than all this get them to pass on onto whatever the next world is, you know? Keep them from passing on.
Oh, you mean like Dead Man?
I guess.
That's literally Boston Brand, dude.
Let's go.
Depends.
It is like the plot of Ghost Whisperers, all about, oh, the characters just have to get the ghosts to move on so they stop fucking with our world. Well, what if you made the plot of a show where it's all about keeping ghosts in play? Like you keep the ghosts around, just so that you can keep them from disintegrating, because there is nothing beyond on this, you know?
You know what? That'd actually be interesting, depending on what kind of ghost it is.
Okay, but
maybe there is like a different kind of ghost. Like, okay, yeah, there's one that needs to. There's ones that should and need to move on, but then there's ones that if they stick around, they merge with the human or stay with the human as something else. Like maybe as reincarnation, or maybe they merge with the human and they become.
I was kind of thinking that it would be the old ultimately would just be like being a ghost is the afterlife. You know?
But
like, congratulations, welcome to the afterlife. It's the same as
that would have to make sense somehow in the TV show. That would have to make sense in some way, though.
Now, anyway, so what I was going to say is, like, so Gizmo, you were saying, like, oh, it's not all that simple. Oh, it's like, with Bleach, it's not really that simple. It's actually kind of simple. Oh, but the thing is like, it's hard to really define it without really, you know... it's hard to really define it without much of an understanding of Japanese mythology, because it gets weird at times, but it's somewhat understandable if you look into it, that's all. And it's like if someone has like regrets in the world of the living, and their soul all kind of just is tied with a chain, and hence why the souls that we see in Bleach have like those chains on their chests. As if that makes any sense. And Soul Reaper's jobs are usually to exercise those with regret. It's to via Konso. Oh, which basically he sends them to the Soul Society, where they become residents. And they kind of try to make it so that Soul Society seems like, you know, heaven, but in reality it's just kind of, you know, just another life. And then there's like but the souls that do not get sent to the Soul Society are then placed in are then turned into hollows, and they go into Waco Mundo. And that's still not hell, because Bleach has its own version of hell, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's called being a hollow.
No, that's not hell.
Might as well be hell.
How do you figure?
You're being a hollow. Full-fledged bestial hollow.
Well, then the hollows consume each other and become a Menos Grande, and the lowest form are the Gillian, and who then start to eat each other as well.
You can't enjoy a burger, you can't enjoy sex, you can't even enjoy a good TV show, or even a little silly fight. Verbal or physical. You can't listen to anything without it being an annoyance or just a sign of another living being for you to eat. You can see why I think being a hollow is hell.
I get that.
Fuck, come on. Fuck you, dog.
I understand what you're saying. But the thing is that, like I said, Bleach does have its own variant of hell.
Let's go.
Oh, and unfortunately, a lot of the Soul Reaper.
Goddamn, Pauline has as much leg as Bayonetta. I think we know that where the Umber Witches came from. They come from New Donk City.
Oh, God.
So would I, but, you know.
Tastefully.
I'm gonna rock you softly.
Killing you softly with my song.
No, I was referencing a Tenacious D song.
Oh, and here's something else I figured out. Just looking at their killer doesn't give them their memories back. Just looking at them doesn't do that.
Let's go.
Here's what I'm thinking. Because he gets the ghost's help to figure certain things out. It's not until they go to certain places and he starts remembering a little slowly. That's when he starts to remember, you know, who the killer might or might not be. And at the end of the day, when they finally find their killer, that's when the ghost outright says, yeah, he, she, they killed me.
Let's go.
I do apologize if my lengthy explanation on various lore has bored anyone.
Nah.
Besides, I feel as though a little education never really hurt anybody.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm going to shoot you with my giant gun. The laser comes out of the scope. Don't ask me how that works.
So,
I got this from a Cybertronian deal.
Let's go.
Now, Gizmo.
Yes.
Oh, have you... Now, Gizmo, I'm sure you've seen my Smash or Pass on Bleach characters, right?
Yeah, I have, but I couldn't really can't comment on it that much considering I'm still stuck in the Soul Society arc.
Are we still in Soul Society? I'm sorry, I could resist.
I still haven't gone around to watching the rest of it.
No, I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist because you remember the criticism of we're still on Namek? Soul Society is pretty lengthy in the manga. But the thing is, it's not as lengthy as the Arrancar saga.
I'm sure.
The Arrancar saga is the longest saga in all of Bleach. Like, you want to know how many chapters it is?
30.
247.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It's like right now.
But here's the thing, the manga is still the better way to experience, is still mostly the better way to experience that arc, because the anime has to split it off into a few filler or arcs just because Kubo didn't finish writing it.
Fuck you.
Ay, ay, ay. So it's like, first we have the regular normies, aka humans. Then there are the hollows, which are presented as the bad guys of the Bleach series, when the Soul Reapers have played the bad guy role all before, and are considered the bad guys in the eyes of the Quincy.
What gave me away, my boobs? Your boobs are invading my privacy.
Oh, and Gizmo, I'm sure you've seen the luscious beauty that is Rangiku Matsumoto.
Yes. Next match. Kitty fuck.
So you'd want her to squish your dick in between those massive jugs of hers.
Yes. Death by Snoo Snoo.
Oh, God.
It's our Snoo Snoo.
There's a bit where in like a few filler episodes that take place in the Arrancar saga, when a bunch of hollows are targeting these kids, it's Rangiku as punishment to one kid for calling her ugly. She traps his head in between her boobs.
Oh yeah, that's punishment.
I'm like, what? It should have been me, damn it! And, and here's the thing, Gizmo. Oh, though there's parts in the beginning of the Arrancar saga in the anime version that do supposedly say that the Bount arc mattered, or which is a filler arc that comes after Soul Society before the Arrancar saga in the anime. You could literally skip all of that shit, and it would not matter in the slightest. Like, who are these filler plushies? They don't fucking matter.
Huh.
And what is with these flashbacks in this episode? What is with these flashbacks to fights that we didn't see in the Soul Society arc? They don't fucking matter because these exchanges still happen. And like, the Bount arc's purpose ends up just setting the characters back to square one at the end of Soul Society. Uryu still ends up temporarily losing his Quincy power, which take a shot every time someone loses their... take a shot every time Ichigo or Uri... Every time Ichigo supposedly loses his powers, it then gets them back in some manner. Or for both.
Let's go.
It's not that much, surprisingly, but if you count filler, it gets worse.
How so?
That kind of gets into spoiler territory, and I'm not sure if I should.
I'll give a damn. I'm gonna forget about it anyway.
Well, anyway, Ichigo reaches a sort of level of enlightenment through his training inside the Dangai when learning about the final Getsuga Tensho to beat Aizen, and who is powered by the Hogyoku. Oh, and Aizen, and basically he seems like he's at this point the most unstoppable thing imaginable. Even to the point where Ichigo's friends, who had only recently gained some level of spiritual awareness, just feel weary just standing nearby him. And he could disintegrate a lot of things just by them being near him, including people who don't have any spiritual pressure. So Ichigo is willing to sacrifice his Soul Reaper powers just so they have a chance at beating him, and though they don't end up killing him, they end up imprisoning him. The following arc after that, when he seems like he's losing his Soul Reaper powers, or is they're like, oh, we could use Mod Soul power to get it back, and I'm like, that sounds fucking stupid.
Let's do the time up again.
And you know where that ends up leading into when the filler arc ends, Gizmo? Back to square goddamn one. As in, Ichigo still loses his Soul Reaper powers, and he can no longer see Rukia, thus leading into the Lost Agent arc. This is why Bleach filler that tries to be part of the plot sucks. You see what I mean now?
Kinda?
Because that's why I don't like the idea of filler that just serves no purpose other than to reset, end by resetting the characters back to square one. Because that is genuinely more offensive than most filler I've seen from Naruto, which ends in ends in very repetitive fashion in almost every time. Because there's some filler that's good in Naruto, but most of it sucks.
Like most of Naruto.
Yes, like most of Naruto, unfortunately, especially after part 1 ends. Imagine that. The part where it turns into Dragon Ball Z is when it sucks. Because seriously, you know what Dragon Ball Z actually had to kind of make up for the fact that its power scaling is ridiculous?
Stakes.
Actual stakes that matter.
Yep.
Or not just, not just, it's like, oh, we're just suddenly gonna add these stakes because reasons. And I'm like, no.
Hey, we thought a nice juicy sirloin would help today.
Now, here's the thing. And with the stakes established in Dragon Ball Z, at the very least, we don't have a ton of characters to toss around and have to pretend to give a shit about.
No, because we actually do give a shit about the characters in Dragon Ball Z.
We do.
For the most.
And especially since some of them are legacy characters from Dragon Ball.
Yeah. And Naruto.
No, what the fuck are you doing?
And Naruto tries to pretend that we should give a shit about the villages outside of the Leaf and maybe the Sand. I say maybe the Sand because Gaara is actually a very popular character. Like, Alex, how did you feel about Gaara, or when you read/watched Naruto for the first time?
I have largely just purged Naruto from my brain.
Let's go.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about it at some point, because I may end up playing the Storm games.
Okay.
Pretty good.
At least those
No, they're
are...
not. They suck like everything else about Naruto.
Actually, no, the Storm games are actually pretty good.
I actually do have the Ninja Storm games for the GameCube, I believe.
The game?
You might be confusing it with Clash of.
Yeah, you're confusing it with the Clash of Ninja games, aka Gekido Ninja Tyson, in Japan. Alex, are you sure you're not taking crazy pills today?
I did say that I am... Okay, granted. There's no real difference between this and my normal state, so...
How do you figure there's no difference?
Now, because I'm still just as derpy as ever.
Derp-a-derp, I'm the derp devil.
Let's go.
And you know what I find kind of funny? How when Totally Not Mark went through Naruto in his blind Naruto reviews, it's like when he got to the tuning exam marks, he ended up using like the bits of Hunter x Hunter to help illustrate his point on like making the first exam in your later tournament art be writing stuff on a piece of paper, and I'm like,
Tonight's Kanye Milo Fuentes edition. Yeah, we talked about that. Laser emitting scope equals a literal laser sight. Yeah. Okay, so give me a second here.
Time's up.
Let's go.
Oh, come on. This thing should be long enough to reach. I swear, I got enough of these mushroom stuff to sell all at the shop.
Let's go.
God damn it. So... Oh, anyway, Gizmo.
Yes.
You know what some people say is the point where Bleach fell off for them? The moment when Aizen stops the main character's theme music. I'm like, that's such bullshit. I'm like, that's so establishing that there is something that there is a bigger threat to deal with other than the threat that Ichigo just got done dealing with is somehow ruining it for you. Last I checked, that's called escalation. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they hate it when the story needs to escalate. Hey, that's dumb. I don't know what else to say about that. Other than that's really stupid. That's a stupid mentality to have, and you should be deeply ashamed.
Let's go.
Aim to have that. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yes.
Let's go. Heal. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
I keep hearing the beeping on this, and I keep wondering if my phone is buzzing and why it's buzzing so much.
So, Alex, you remember the strategy for Sonic?
Beat his ass?
Well, yes. Oh, come on! How did you miss
Is it
Sora?
similar to how it is with Shadow?
Yes.
Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to create my own strategy then.
What do you mean? I literally did it the same strategy as I did for Sonic on my end. And when I finished the hero story, and guess what? It worked. Like
it worked for you. When I tried to do it, it didn't work.
How did it not work?
I very well could have been doing it wrong.
Yes.
Whenever I tried to do it your way, hey, Shadow, you're a failure.
Alex just wants you to know that.
Yeah.
He went out of his way to inform you that you are
Papa Gerald was too kind to admit that you were such a failure.
He was
not the ultimate life form.
He was drunk at the time.
Yeah, he just told you that to try and be nice because he didn't want to ruin Christmas.
What about Maria?
Maria genuinely believed it.
Oh, come on, Sora!
Like he said, he didn't want to ruin Christmas.
So, anyway,
He told Maria he was going to get her the ultimate life form for Christmas.
Maria, I swear I'm the ultimate life form. I swear I'm the ultimate life form.
Yeah, but Sonic can do it with a fake Chaos Emerald. You need a real one.
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering all this time. What exactly did they do to make a fake Chaos Emerald, and what did they make it out of?
Oh boy, that's a great question that they've never answered.
That Sonic was able to even do.
Did they answer it in the Sonic X anime?
No.
Of course they didn't. What am I thinking? Why would I expect a mediocre adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2 to answer a question that not even the game could answer? I'm surprised you're not objecting to what I just said.
Change to Mystic Melody in the action window, then press the B button to play Mystic Melodies.
You don't need... This is only for the Find the Lost Chow missions. That's all it
Okay.
is. That's all it's there for. And for finding bone, like either shortcuts or extra lives and whatnot. Mystic Melody is a thing that every character has the ability to acquire.
No.
Know what?
Shadow, you suck.
So how do y'all feel about my Space Invader? Because she's here.
I feel like I'm gonna still be playing Sonic Adventure 2 next week at this rate.
I feel sorry because you got to do Pokemon Crystal. And Alex, after you beat Sonic, then you just got one last stage and 2 more boss fights to do.
Cool.
And that last stage, you get to play as everybody except for Shadow.
Oh, good. Because Shadow's terrible.
You
He
have to.
sucks at everything.
So you're saying that Sonic.
They purposely trained him wrong as a joke. They didn't tell Gerald until it was already too late. His granddaughter was almost dead.
Whose backstory are you referencing?
Those heartless bastards wouldn't let him save his granddaughter.
If you got the dash, I'll kick it.
Oh God! No wait. Hey, you're referencing that one guy who was acting as a bully in
from Kung Pao, yeah.
From Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Now I remember the movie.
The greatest movie ever made.
Shadow,
you suck.
That's you're talking.
Shadow, you suck.
That's a weird way to say the Dark Knight, dude.
Oof.
Now,
Kung Pao, Enter the Night.
I literally guessed the twist that the bad guy was working with aliens. Just
because you were coming up with anything ridiculous?
Yes! I was literally just thinking of the stupidest thing imaginable because you asked me to think of that.
Yep.
And then I was like, I was fucking kidding.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
So...
Shadow, you suck.
We're children. We're children. We're children.
Let's go.
Shadow, you suck. Shadow, you suck. Shadow, you suck. Shadow, you suck. I gotta go.
You suck. You sucker. You suck. 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 Sucker. You suck.
I'm gonna try this one more time, and then I gotta go.
Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna off-screen most of these mushrooms anyway, and then show off the reward.
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Sora. You had one damn job, and you blew it.
What? Yes,
yes, mushrooms are my job. Mushrooms is my territory. Mario's not Irish.
No, that's Meliodas. Please tell me you guys got my reference.
Nah.
7 Deadly Schmucks. AKA 7 Deadly Sins Abridged.
Shadow, you fucking suck!
Well, Alex, I don't know how to tell you this, but you have to beat that mission.
I know.
It is your moral obligation to do so.
It is my destiny. Cue up a song about fucking a hedgehog from Sonic 06.
My destiny, the unworthy.
What? What's that song?
Oh, it was from Power Rangers Unworthy.
By the way, you know who?
Oh
You know
my
what I?
God.
You know what I immediately guessed when in the second episode of Power Rangers what part of the plot was going to be, Gizmo?
What?
I guessed it was going to be about Trini overcoming her fear of heights. And Alex
What
was
is
like,
Power Rangers Unworthy?
Oh, it's a YouTube. It was a YouTube. It's a YouTube project. It's really,
Okay.
it's really awesome. It's really awesome. Basically, what it is the very first Ranger turns rogue, and starts going around every Power Rangers universe trying to kill them all, seeing all of them as unworthy. And
Wait a second, I thought Zordon was the first Ranger.
so wait, no, we got the Alex, we got the whole Zordon turns evil thing already. It's called Breaking Bad.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
basically the
seriously,
first
like,
Ranger that Zordon picks, apparently.
Zordon was the original Red Ranger, though. So that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
he
a
was the
fanfic.
first.
It's a fanfic thing. Basically, Zordon's very first Ranger from a long time ago starts going on a universal rampage, killing each and every single Power Ranger that has and ever will and might have existed. From
That guy's
Turbo,
gonna have a hell of a bad time.
from
when he meets up
Turbo
with fucking
to
Draken.
Wild Force to Ninjor to even the Ninjetti, as far as I can tell.
That guy is gonna have a hell of a time when he meets Lord Draken, I'll tell you what.
Oh, he actually killed Lord Draken too.
Oh, huh.
Wait,
Yeah, it's a Ranger Hunter.
wait, are we
Is this
talking?
live action or animated?
Live action. This is all live action. It's actually pretty cool. They have a Patreon and everything. They got their own theme song to the point where it's even hit Spotify.
Huh.
Yeah, hold on.
I'll
Let
have
me.
to check that out. Actually, send me a link to that. I'll
Yeah,
check
let
that
me.
out.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Okay, so
I'm getting severe anxiety from falling off the fucking ledge.
Let's go.
are you okay?
Shadow, what are you doing?
Are you okay?
No. Shadow the Hedgehog was teetering on the edge in the middle of a solid object.
Let's go.
Now he was doing it in midair.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is it.
I mean, Shadow does have a tendency to do some weird things from time to time. We kind of gotta be fair on that regard.
Heal.
There's the channel in broadcast chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Hold
have
up,
to check that out, because that actually sounds pretty cool, even though I mean, I can't really say much about fan fiction that appears in canon, considering what I'm doing with Two Men in the Sky, and also the MDCU Earth 668 universe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hold up though.
You and
Let
I
me-
are doing a lot of canon-breaking stuff over there, aren't we, Kevin?
Yes, including all the pitches I've been making to you, which, by the way,
That's
you still haven't commented on on part of the pitch I've made to you.
Yes, and I need to go ahead and get that other thing done too.
Yeah.
Shadow,
Oh,
you
let me do-
stock.
Let me do a screen share though. You at least gotta see the intro before you dig into the channel.
Go, Green
Fucking suck.
Ranger, go! It's Alex's dream to play the Go Green Ranger Go song on acoustic guitar. He's
I
gonna
actually have to get an acoustic guitar that doesn't suck though. So.
he's gonna have a hell of a time on that guitar solo.
Heal. Let's go.
Oh, dude.
I actually-
go to screen share for a moment. You at least gotta see the opening
I
theme song.
can't because I'm playing the game.
Oh, you can hear it though, right?
No, I can't. I'm playing the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Game, what are you doing to me? Why are you hurting me so much? By the way, Alex, there was once like a joke in the episode of Teen Titans where Blackfire comes to Jump City to visit, and it's like after Starfire's kind of left by herself because Raven decided to go chat with the goth kid. A couple of dudes who were eyeing Starfire, he's like, Hey, hot alien girl. Oh, you digging this joint? And then Starfire's like, I was not aware we were supposed to be bringing shovels. Reminder, Starfire is
Shadow, how did you miss the checkpoint?
Shadow finds a
I have a
way.
feeling that might have been my fault, but I'm gonna blame you anyways. Because I hate you right now. You used to be one of my favorite characters, and now I have come to loathe and despise you, and wish that when you fake die at the end of this game, that you will actually stay dead. I know that's not going to happen, because you're too popular and everybody loves you, and you're gonna come back in Sonic Heroes, and then eventually in your own game, but still.
I'm sure you don't actually mean that.
No, I'm perfectly fine with Shadow returning, it's just that I'm getting...
Let's go. Yeah.
The physics in this section make me...
Are you talking about the, Are you
mad.
Are you talking about the gravity things?
Yes.
Yeah, those kind of suck, but they're still manageable.
Yeah, they're manageable, it's just that the... Like, it's the matter of, like, where the checkpoints put... I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I have to go do something else. I will try to finish this up next week.
Yep, and I'm just gonna attempt this one or two more times, and then I'll be
Let's go.
wrapping up this particular stream. I'm not gonna be wrapping up Kingdom Hearts 2 because I still want to at least beat all the stuff. Because I know I can. It's just I gotta practice this.
So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, Alex.
Heal. Let's go. Yeah.
So, Gizmo.
Yep.
Who would you say is your least favorite anime reviewer?
Mother's Basement.
Well, that's a given. And he just sucks in general. Like, the dude will literally just eat the latest opinion and that his wife gives him.
Tuck.
Yep. Even the Hamon Beat Discord server hates him. And the thing is like, he just irks me. Meanwhile, I'll totally not mark Ark at the very least, even though I disagree with quite a few of his viewpoints on certain things due to my experiences. But the thing is that we just have kind of different experiences with stuff like Naruto and whatnot. Like,
right.
Like, you know how a lot of people, including myself, say that Naruto started to go downhill with the time skip?
No, I haven't heard anyone say that.
Oh, a lot of people have, including myself. It's like, Naruto ended up being more or less at its peak when Sasuke ended up being captured, and that just kind of, did a whole lot of favors for the whole dynamic that Naruto and Sasuke supposedly have when they don't really talk to each other all that much. Because weirdly enough, even though they're teammates, Naruto is mostly by himself. For quite a few portions of the story. I know, weird.
Don't people still see him as like a monster or something like that?
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense why he'd be by himself then, right?
No, I mean like in the sense that in terms of character interactions, he doesn't really have too many. Like some of the rookie some of the rookies are just like, he's just some kind of loser, or for the most part, and well, the person who ends up becoming his wife is just there, if there's one thing I'm not a big fan of when it comes to Kishimoto, it's definitely his character writing.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for Naruto to be with Sakura in the first place rather than Hinata, though?
I mean, a lot of people do say that, and I can definitely see why, but the thing is that I would agree with them, except for the fact that she keeps hitting him.
But that's when some of those, you have to admit, some of those moments are justified. When he's curving on someone, when he's being a jackass.
He's not really, he doesn't, Naruto's not really known for perving on people. That's
though.
I mean, he has, as like maybe once or twice, but he's not known for it. He's not like Mineta from My Hero Academia. So, we can't really say that Naruto is a known pervert.
Sexy jutsu.
Yeah, that is understandable, but the thing is that he mostly uses that to, to take out the, the guys who are, you know, actual perverts. Like, he uses that like, he's only used that as, like, a joke weapon against him. Know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
He's not, like I said, he's not known for, like, doing the things that Jiraiya does. I mean, hell, if he were known for being a pervert, I think Tsunade... I think he would not get mad at Tsunade for a lot of things. Or call her Grandma Tsunade or Ba-chan in the Japanese version.
Let's go.
So yeah, it's like... And sometimes Sakura just kind of hits him out of reflex. To which I'm like, oh yeah, sure, this is totally funny and not outdated at all.
Let's go.
Like, at most, I would think scold him, not hit him.
Sure, but that kind of humor has toned down and become a little more reasonable nowadays.
Nowadays.
If anything, the only reason it's like a lot of other animes are like that is probably because the manga is pretty old. Because if you have, I don't know if you noticed, but there's still a lot of manga. Well, there's still a lot of anime out there that have characters that are using flip phones. When nowadays, who the fuck's using those? Unless,
exactly.
You know,
and
that's the only reason why a lot of these animes show characters still using flip phones, because that anime just so happens to take place at that time.
Yeah, and Bleach happens to be one of those. Like the last arc of Bleach that's currently being adapted, it takes place in 2003. Right. When flip phones were still very much a thing.
Let's go.
And you know, funnily enough, since Bleach does take place in what would be considered at the time of the manga's publication modern day, Kubo didn't really need to do much with world building. Know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, he could just say, oh, since this takes place in 2001, oh, you could just kind of what you normally expect in modern day society is what you're gonna get.
Let's go.
True-ish, I guess.
But when it gets to like the Soul Society, that's when world building has to kind of come into play. And you know who a lot of people say is a really likable character in Bleach? Kenpachi. He's the dude.
Yeah.
He's the dude with the eye patch that goes. That's just that crazy.
I can see that.
Like they love the crazy, morally ambiguous motherfucker. Which is kind of the same reason why a lot of people like Mayuri, but only he's the smart one. You know Soul Society is kind of...
out there.
Yeah. You know Soul Society is kind of in a sticky situation when he ends up being the sane man in 1000 Year Blood War arc. I'm not kidding about that, Gizmo. Hmm?
Oh, damn.
Like, the crazy, kooky scientist ends up being the only sane man among Soul Society.
Yeah, I've been wondering, what is the deal with him and that girl?
Nemu?
Yeah.
Nemu is his creation. His goal was to essentially create a soul.
Sure.
So that's kind of... And Nemu was basically the product of his research.
So he created a soul by hand.
Yes. With his like I said, with his extensive research.
Does she have any emotion?
She eventually garners emotion, but the thing is that Mayuri doesn't usually want her learning things that he doesn't teach her.
Isn't he crazier than Kenpachi? Because Kenpachi can at least reason with someone and look at both sides of the coin and still disagree.
Yes, he is crazier than Kenpachi, but here's the thing, he's smart. As in, his intellect is what Soul Society values above his moral compass.
I think I'd be worried about the moral compass, considering what all these fuckers can do.
Soul Society used to be, like... They used to be very cruel people back in the day. Like, they used to be relentless motherfuckers.
So, what happens to him and Nemu in the future, though? Like, is there like a time skip?
Nemu... Unfortunately, because of events in, Unfortunately, because of what happens in 1000 Year Blood War arc Nemu ends up seemingly dying, but then he rebuilds her from scratch. As in, he just finds one remaining piece of her, and builds her based off of that.
Jesus. That's hell.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, there's actually a fourth wall. There's actually a couple fourth wall jokes exclusive in the anime. Where it's like this is during the Arrancar saga after Mayuri defeats Xylopera O'Grands, and he ends up reviving Nemu's dead body through means that he couldn't show the audience. But based on this way she was moaning, I think we can tell.
Yeah. Kind of odd though. I don't see that guy fucking anything.
And and you know what he's like? What are you? And you know what he's like when Uryu lectures him on it? He's like, what are you talking about? I don't use family unfriendly means. Get your minds out of the gutter.
I still don't see him fucking anything. I feel like because the way you mentioned him, he sounds like the kind of guy who says, I don't waste my seed for any random sow, no matter if I knew her for 10 seconds or 10 years, some shit like that.
Well, he will if it if it's for science.
Yeah, he'll impregnate a girl with a goddamn needle or turkey baster as anything. I don't see
He
that
totally
guy
would. He
I don't
totally.
see him putting his dick in anyone or anything.
You say that now, but he totally would do that.
Nemu?
No, Mayuri.
Yeah.
He totally would try to do that.
God, he's so fucking creepy, though.
And yet, he has a very interesting take on perfection. He hates it.
He hates perfection.
Yes, for a very good reason, because perfection is simply an end, and there's nothing to really achieve when you've reached perfection. Because after that, what? There's no room for improvement whatsoever. That's kind of why he despises perfection. He always wants to improve. That whole speech he gives to Silopero after he kills him in a very particularly cruel but a cathartic way, because Silopero is just, oh, he's even more unsettling than Mayuri.
Dude, what the hell does a Zanpakuto look like then?
Mayuri's?
No, wait, is that his name?
Mayuri Kurotsuchi?
This crazy scientist guy?
Yes.
Yeah, what does Zanpakuto look like? If he even uses it, I don't remember.
Oh, he uses it.
So what's it look like?
Let me see. I'm just gonna Google it quickly on my phone. Let's see, there you are. I just DM'd you an image of Mayuri. That's what his Zanpakuto looks like.
Let me see. The fuck is that shit?
That's Ashisoki Jizo. Oh, it's
more like Jesus.
his Zanpakuto emits a poison, and that could end up paralyzed, or that can induce paralysis. However, I'm
already paralyzed. I'm paralyzed how fucking ugly that thing is.
However, the thing is that that even though you'll still end up feeling the pain despite that.
Yeah, it's a freaky fucking sword. Dude, that's a baby's face on that sword.
Yep.
And he's not a hollow?
Nope. He's a Soul Reaper.
Oh, fuck.
You should see his Arankar counterpart.
Oh, Lord.
Which, by the way, is Silopero Grans.
I almost don't want to see it.
save and then call it for the night. So I'll be back on Kingdom Hearts 2, hopefully doing more of the optional stuff. So until then, and I hope whoever may have viewed this enjoyed. So, toodles.